I realized that this man is a verse in mathematics.
Yeah, he's a mathematician. Yes.
In financial analysis.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? That is what his doctorate is in. And so there's no kind of political leading our demands that is really going to let a man like that just spend willy-nilly and carelessly. He's not going to do that. Because what I see the finance minister looking at is the overall benefit of the economy. A lot of people expected Nigel Clarke to be announcing a barrage of giveaways. And people forget that a lot of those quote-unquote giveaways is not the finance minister's duty, and it is not his thing to do. It is normally the prime minister that normally makes those fancy announcements. If Nigel Clarke is supposed to announce all of these things now, what will the prime minister announce next week?
Well, I know there's some stuff coming from the prime minister. A lot might be coming from him, but you know what we have seen tonight, in my estimation, is a responsible finance minister understanding the climate and the pressure.
While you don't get nothing to do no acrobatics and stuff from him per se, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to hear some of that from the PM.
Yeah,
and that is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I think you're gonna hear a lot of that from him. Yeah,
I wouldn't put my hopes up for it either. I want it to be controlled.
Thank you, because you can't have. Remember,
greetings, Andre. Greetings, Lorna. Greetings, David, Nugent, Steve.
The global economy,
Daniel,
is not in the buoyancy that it has been in the 90s and all them years behind. The world, everybody now is on pins and needles as it relates to their various economies.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? I read yesterday in the Gleaner that the United States was reporting an inflation. Yes, it's small, 0.3, 0.4 over the month before, over last month. But it also reflected a 3% more annual inflation over last year.
Yes.
That's the United States of America.
Yes.
We don't have that, boss. We don't have those issues. I was looking through some statistics, and I'm looking at debt to GDP globally.
Mm-hmm.
And Japan has the highest debt to GDP right now of 255%.
Well, the thing is, let me give you. Mark, I don't know if you've been following me over the years, but one of my philosophies is that debt is not bad. Hi Joan, how you doing? Debt is not a bad thing, and what's wrong with debt is what you do with it when you get it.
Right.
What's bad with debt is your ability to repay. But debt in of itself is not bad. The debt to GDP, as you just outlined, is 158% in Japan. And Japan has been running that high debt to GDP for years.
For years.
But you have to understand how Japan debt is. I think 85% of Japan's debt is actually local. It's local. It's local debt. It's debt from insurance and local banks. So they don't have a heavy external debt. And when you have local debt, you really don't have a problem per se, because those persons are not going to draw down on you like that. It's the external debt that sometimes can be a problem. But I've always been of the view that if you can borrow money to fix your country and fix the economy and get your people trained up and bring it to first world status, and you have the ability to repay it, nothing is wrong with it. What Jamaica suffered back in the days was we borrowed a lot of money, but we did not get value for those monies that we borrowed. We borrowed the money, we spent it, but we did not get more than 46 cents out of each dollar. Andre Brown, greetings to you. How you do? Welcome.
You know, one of the things, chaps, that I heard Nigel went into depth with that I've never heard any minister in my recollection go in depth to explain.
Yeah, I see somebody here saying the same thing. Japan debt is internal. Yes.
The government bureaucracy. Lord have his mercy. When Nigel Clarke went and explained the various steps that a procurement have to go through. My God, no wonder nothing ever gets passed, or hardly anything ever gets passed.
Yeah.
And like he said, some of these things have to cut out. He's talking about the process that it goes through for just one little contract, for example, one thing. And he count out all his 10 fingers and wanted toes to count. And then he went as far as the cabinet level, right? And at least he mentioned that at least 5 different steps that things have to go through at the cabinet level before it gets anywhere. We can't continue like this.
Unnecessary bureaucracy, you know.
Unnecessary bureaucracy,
Yeah.
man.
So that's one of the highlights for me is the removal of some of these unnecessary stuff, because it's a hindrance to growth and development in the country, you know, big time. Because
can I say something more?
Go ahead.
You know what I was thinking about, and I heard Andy with it a couple of months now, productivity rate, and I saw it in my workplace, right? The laziness. Yeah, some people, you know, were working about like half of them, they're lazy. And when they say you cannot raise people pay and they're not producing, and me look into it and I say, no, you're right. Nigel bring it up today. The productivity rate, we're not producing enough. Because you can't raise somebody's pay and they're not putting out any more work. That can't be. So we have to adjust that too. You understand?
Yeah, productivity. Well, the Prime Minister had hinted that he would definitely be focusing on productivity, to the extent that I think he's talking about having a ministry of productivity, growth, and prosperity, which makes sense to me, because if you're going to, you see, let me tell you, and this is my personal view. Any growth in the economy that is below double digit, for me, it's null.
Negligible.
Because it will not have the impact that you really need. Now, how do you unlock Jamaica's economy for it to grow into double digit quickly? Is you have to rein in these banks. The banks play a critical role in the country's development. And if the banks are not financial institutions, for example, specifically banks, if they're not playing their role in the economy, you'll have a stagnant economy. And you'll have stymied growth. You'll have low growth. If the bank play their role, we'll be better off today. The other thing is, I believe that the government should place serious emphasis on energy, alternative low-cost energy. You have to lower the cost of energy in Jamaica if you're serious about growing the economy. If you want to get 12, 15, 20% growth, 15% growth in the economy annually, you have to reduce the cost of energy.
That is true.
When you reduce the cost of energy, you unlock the manufacturing potential of Jamaica.
Right.
And if you can get manufacturing going again, you'll see 10% growth every single year. Yes. Right. But you don't, the country cannot, no first world country operate 9 to 5. That's number one. No first world country operate from 9 to 5. Jamaica operate from 9 to 5. Our overnight and late night work is very minuscule. And for you to operate at that level, you have to lower the cost of energy. You're going to unlock the factories. You're going to unlock manufacturing at small and medium-sized level. And that is where export is going to go through the roof. Because people are now encouraged to manufacture stuff that they can meet the global market space. Right now, we don't. So that's just my view when it comes to, unlocking some of Jamaica's potential.
That is true. That is true. But and we were talking about the productivity of the workforce.
Right.
One of the issues I see, here,
excuse me,
is the unions also.
Well, unions are non-progressive, when you ask me. Counterproductive.
can always demand more of workers, but I believe that our unions have a lot to play, especially in the public sector, with the laziness.
Unions are for me counterproductive.
Whole lot, because it's like they encourage these kind of non-productive behavior. So if an employer demand more of an employee, inevitably the union comes and feel like, okay, if you demand more of me, then what more you have to give me? So it is like it is just like how it is right now. So the finance minister is declaring that the government, the country, is earning X amount more than it has ever earned. So every union says, so what am I money there? I want more. Even though our budget now, as was declared, is the highest. The public sector salary budget I'm talking about, let me get this clear, right? Is the highest significant, is this highest single move it has ever made. Yeah. You understand? Single move that it has ever made. You understand? Moving from 200 billion to 400 billion. That's what the prime minister said, or the finance minister said. It's 80-something% more. No, look here. If we were still having union wage, the normal wage negotiation, there's absolutely no union that going to go to any government and tell them, say, give me 80% wage increase. Because no government would not want to look at you. They would be negotiating for 20%, 30%. You understand? No, they have gotten 80% overall. 80%, and they're not satisfied. And they're not satisfied. It is not enough. But the productivity level is not even a quarter of that 80%.
That's what I'm saying. I saw
you go into the public places, you go to the tax office, you spend forever there. People walking up and down the phone, them taking forever just to type in something.
And you can't say nothing,
the same thing, and you can't say nothing to them because they just walk away. They just walk away and take forever to do it. You understand? So I believe that the unions that represent these people need to step up to the plate. So I can't continue to be paying you all these increase that you keep demanding of me as a government, and you well relaxing your cozy chair and not giving me service for it. That have to happen.
Accountability for service.
Change that we need, as we will always be here, or we will end up to the 77% inflation of 1992. Believe you me, if we do not change our attitude, we are going right back there. And a lot of people look here. I remember the first time I came across the information where in 1993 the government recorded a 55% less inflation, and I was wondering, so what accounted for this 55% growth? I asked, no, my siblings from my father's side, they are all comrades. So I asked them, and they're educated people. So I asked, what was it that PJ Patterson did that resulted in that 55% increase in the inflation? I should not say increase, decrease in the inflation in 1993. Nobody answered me. I went to work and I asked a comrade of comrades the same thing, and he couldn't answer me. So I went on my own personal research and I realized that in 1992 the inflation went up to 77.3%. So that 55% in 93 was barely a recovery from 1992, which left us in 20% inflation same way. Well, and then I understood why they couldn't answer me.
One thing I will tell you, that in the 1990s, while we were collapsing, the rest of the world was growing leaps and bounds.
In the 1990s, them something there, they erase it out of their memory.
Guys, let's stop up the screen for a minute. Let me see if we can get some more people over here.
They can't answer. Explain it, they can't answer.
And my folks over on TikTok, over on YouTube, just go ahead and share the program for me.
That is the reason why personally, what I use to grade this government personally is how we are faring.
Yeah, go ahead and share up
sphere of
the thing
things.
here.
You understand?
Jennifer Bennett,
Because
good to
when
see
the
you.
world's economy was
Clive Fuller, what's going on?
we were in stagnation, quite literally so. Now it is the reverse.
Lorenzo,
The world's economy is basically at a stalemate, but we are still growing
blessed night to you, Jennifer.
incrementally. And that have to mean something. It have to mean that our government and the person who are in charge are doing something exceptional. You understand?
Yeah.
You ever hear the saying? Growing up.
Let's share the program, guys.
And Donald.
Ken Wright, what's going on?
Time the United States sneeze.
We are on Chops Media on YouTube.
Right. Yes.
So I ask people at my
Good night,
workplace,
Daniel. Welcome.
So now that the United States and the first world, the Western world, basically have a code, what do you expect we're supposed to do? We're not supposed to be dead now? But no,
You can see everybody. We're live on TikTok as well. You're hearing my TikTok.
That's not the case now. We're supposed to be having more than pneumonia now. But we're not. And nobody sees this. Nobody sees this because everybody wants their slice of the cake right now.
Right.
Give me no. And even if you get your slice, you want 2 more slices on it. At the cost of anything else. They don't care.
Yep.
Well, I care. You understand?
Yep.
And when I see work going on, jobs, when I see work going on, I have to use that to grade of government. That is what I use. I don't want to handout from nobody, Bridget. I want opportunities. I don't want a handout from nobody. You understand? I tell people during the campaigning at work, say, look here, you say if I was a politician, if I was a councillor or MP, you see all of them people, they will say, yo, give me this and give me that and you get my vote. Yeah, I give you know. And I heard somebody on this platform say the other night, yeah man, if me an MP and you tell me somebody at work say, boy, I want a ton of steel to build something. I say, you know me that give you? Believe me, I would give it to you. But you try and say, you don't look at me for nothing else for the next 4 years. I hope that ton of steel keep you for the next 4 years, 5 years even.
I sell them for to me.
Because I gave you what you wanted. If you say give me $200,000, me give you man. Yeah, give you man. You try, don't look at me and don't ask me for anything for the next 5 years.
Well, that's a scary thing, you know, guys. If it is that.
But that is not how chops your phone, your speaker not working, chops. Because you're talking and nobody hears.
No one, I had muted because I was on conversation over on the other platforms.
Okay.
But guys, if we continue to allow the politics to plunge into transactional politics, it is going to be a threat on our democracy. One of the strongest pieces of fabric that hold our democracy together is our electoral system, one that is respected all over the world. And it's tough when you can sit back and watch people use money to manipulate.
The thing is that, you're trying to convince people. Say that is not the right way to go. It's hard to convince them, especially the PNP, them, I'm telling you. You can't tell them, break for them bread enough. You cannot tell the PNP them nothing because they have a lot of them in my workplace and there's nothing you can tell them. They might just laugh one way.
Alex, you need to come on live. You need to come on live. Come tell us.
Try and explain and tell them.
Come on live, Alex. Come tell me what is it that got you so excited about the budget that all brought you to tears.
I don't know what type of text they convince people for the betterment of
So
themselves.
you need to come on live and come talk to me. My good friend Alex. I send you the link. So jump in the link and jump in the box and come talk to me. Come tell us why is it that you are so excited about the budget presentation. You know?
It's gonna be interesting for you, Robin, when you're Robinson.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
In seeing the kind of fire in the Prime Minister also, I am really looking forward to his budget. Because if he's blazing so much, sitting beside the finance minister, I can't just imagine.
That's where the magic is gonna happen. Lorraine Mason. How are you, Miss Mason? Welcome, Lorraine. How are ya?
I am good, Chopper. How are you? Good evening.
I am very well. I'm just trying to gauge some folks' reaction to the budget. What's your thoughts?
Well, Chopper, I was intrigued with how the finance minister put the budget out there, and I heard you I overheard you saying that it is not one of the best budget you've heard.
Not for me.
For you, but I don't share that sentiment, and let me tell you why.
Good.
There are some announcements that were made today. People in my age group, had we have those opportunities when we were younger.
Yes.
A lot of us we're not ungrateful for where we are now. But I can tell you, Chopper, that we would have been much further.
That is true. No. I would not discount. Some of the initiatives that were announced today, that they were just fantastic. But for me, I
Flair.
Not even just a flair, but because substance-wise, even the budget last year for me it had a lot more meat on the bone than this one. And like I said, I stand corrected, but that's just my view. I just believe that when you compare this one to last budget, there was a little bit more meat on the bone last year. Yeah.
It's a different posture. And I'm extremely happy for the retired persons.
Yes.
Those persons have contributed so much.
Yes.
And for them to be recognized.
Yes. That is significant. That aspect of it. Yes.
Appreciated.
That is true.
I really, really feel good. And it speaks volume to the level of listening that the finance minister is listening to the people.
Well, I mean, and again, somebody just said a while ago, because the finance minister have to be responsible. He has to be very
responsible.
Yes, and like I said, I give him that. I think this budget was a very responsible budget, but it just didn't. It didn't give it that drive like the one before, and it's not to say that there wasn't substantial stuff in there.
Yes, to each his own. But for me personally today, I felt proud that this man, he spoke truth.
Yeah.
And when he could make reference to Manor Yard, and when he did that, I appreciated what he said so much. He understood that it is not me. It is a concerted effort from the Jamaica Labour Party from that time coming up. And you can appreciate the stance that he took. I don't know what Julian is going to be able to say come Thursday, because I thought it was a holistic approach that the finance minister take, and I am just anticipating my prime minister. It's as if he was sitting on edge. He wanted to speak. He wanted to take the money. I want to speak to you now. I just want to tell you all the thing going on.
Well, let's see if the PM is gonna. Let's see if the PM is gonna wake me up on when he closes. But all in all, it was a good budget.
Yes, it is.
And I dubbed it the responsible budget. The budget that was very careful not to get who is this person? Not to get carried away, And he did not get carried away. In the past, we have seen finance ministers get carried away because an election is in the air, and they went ballistic with spending, and they didn't even have the budget and the economy that we have today. So kudos, man. Kudos. Well done. Steve Nugent, welcome.
Also, what Herman was saying, and I have to appreciate, just let me make this one point, please.
Yes.
The productivity level For me, Chopper, I think, and what's his name? Mark was making reference to that point as well. Is that a lot of persons fail to understand to whom much is given, much is expected.
Oh,
these persons are being paid reasonably well. Are you willing to give us productivity so that we can go to the next level? And I really like the point where you said the energy cost. If we can just address that, and
that unlock, oh God, man. That would unlock Jamaica's, listen, that would be the catalyst to take us to first world. Because you would see Jamaica's creativity and productivity soar to heights never seen before in this country. If we just focus, put some serious focus on lowering the cost of energy so people can produce, you oh God, man. Oh boy. You would not want to see that. That's going to be a good look. But I am hoping that the Prime Minister is going to come with a bag of goodies.
I must tell you, sir. I was sitting in my office at 9 o'clock. Yeah, got my pen. I couldn't do no more. Sir Clarke was on point. He was on the ball. Speak with a whole heap of confidence in him.
Yeah.
I can see the man know exactly. Hey, that man come like him not sleep at night time. Look like every night him still on $12.
That's
the
his
man
job. Number crunching is his job.
That's another man.
He's a numbers guy.
Just, man.
He's a numbers guy.
That's his job.
Right. When me look at my golden face, let me say, yes, man. You're
Yeah, tell you. Yeah.
Yes, man. Go by you.
Nothing to say. It wasn't nothing.
Would you even say a word? I said that can't work. I don't want you. I feel, but just speak no one here.
He's going to be coming with the rhetoric as usual. He's not going to be coming with anything with substance. The same rhetoric. Go ahead, Robbie.
I don't think Mark Golden know what he's going to come with. It's like him get a shock today with this budget because you know what a lot of people are looking for a whole heap of nice and that, but the man was so articulate in presenting the budget. It was more detailed in the budget today. It outlined everything as to how it's going to work. Him never they say, all right, 40 billion after that and cut it there. So him outlining details how he's going to allow this thing to work. Because you know what he did? He tell them when it was about to talk about the raising of the income tax threshold, he didn't just brought it out like that, and guess what? Him outlined the reason as to why it could not go to 5 or
Exactly.
He never
Yes.
He lined it right out and let them know say if we do that the economy would be in trouble. But we are doing it strategically, and this is how we will raise the threshold, and we're going to make everybody benefit because they make them know say if we put it to a certain amount, most of the people won't benefit from it.
True.
You understand?
And the people who really need the benefit would get it. So it's a targeted and strategic budget, you know.
Can get even a tax cut from.
It's a targeted and strategic budget. Very responsible.
Yes, man. And I want to tell you.
Good night, Tracy.
As he mentioned, played a very pivotal role in the budget too. Because he was talking about Xavier Main, I think is the junior minister.
Yes.
In the finance department. You know?
Yes.
And you know, the man them spend time. They did not just come to parliament with some figures and just blurt out some things, but nobody not check out or whatever. And he make sure and tell them, says when we done, when we can't check it. Everything that he spoke about, he said, you have all the right to check.
Fact check, yeah, man.
You understand me?
You know, one of the things
yes, man, and the one thing
I like, because honestly, I was looking that it was going to go to 2 million. But when he started,
a lot of people thought so.
Yes, but when he started to explain
No, I wasn't expecting him to go to 2 million.
Yes, that was a pivotal part of the budget. It made sure
what it is going to cost. I could have pushed
and then the fact there's no taxes.
Yeah.
Alex, what's it? Alex, let's hear from you. What's your take on the budget?
Good night.
Yeah, man.
I said, as this being the 1990s when my generation left high school, God Almighty, my generation so bad.
Yeah.
We run up in a one like one brick wall, go look up the blows and my generation so bad. God Almighty. I was brought to tears, Chopper John West.
Yeah.
When I saw Nigel Clarke stood up in Parliament and said, no more use no more blows and for guarantors for people going to university. God Almighty, man. My generation is so bad.
I get a $60,000 to free of cost from the government.
You get a grant for $60,000 as well.
Each student.
To those who are saying nothing now, go and tell them no. Climb a clock and chop a rock on the deck.
Big up yourself, Alex.
You know?
Alexander Schrock, you gone, man. Where you at? Come back, man.
University now, man. Everybody have to have an opportunity to go to university now.
Hey, Nick Brown, welcome, Nick.
Right now.
Eloquent. Mario Hall, big up yourself. Yeah.
I just share the life on my page. So I worry about people and tell them, come over here.
Oh, cool. That's great.
You know, said, what a blows and square budget this was, man.
It was, man. It was a good budget. So what's it? What's your takeaway from it, Alex?
Well, my takeaway from this, is that the government is basically Nigel Clarke will line and length for this security.
Line and length.
What you like, government why go say when he come to contact now?
I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. What do you think he's going to say?
Tell them at one point, so they don't have a clue what they're going. At one time, the Prime Minister said to them, so you don't have a clue whether I'm right or so. No, don't it? You don't have a clue. You don't know not whether I'm right or so. It's like, at one point, when I say Marky G stop the top of the desk, I say, yeah, man. Yes, man. Yes, this is something that happen now. You don't have no choice.
Bagdas, what's going on in Atlanta, my brother? Second?
So I'm still there, watch pieces out.
Oh, okay. It was, Mr. Speaker, like I said earlier, it was one of my favorite budget. It wasn't to me one of the most exciting budget I've heard, but it was to me a very carefully crafted budget, and it was a responsible budget. I think the budget last year had more goodies, more flavor, more spice.
Remember, Chopper. Remember, he's going to close out the budget debate too.
The tax return also is a good one.
Chopper like
details for a lot of things.
Say again, Lorraine.
I'm telling them that you like the loud preaching, but I like the substance of the word.
Is that the loud preaching? What I was looking for? You see,
amen, sister,
I've been fixated on a few things.
Like the substance of the budget.
I needed something really.
Nice.
I needed something really big.
The budget couldn't be better at all.
I needed something really big. I wasn't. No. Hold on, Mr. Speaker. Hold on.
$50 for bus shape and KUTC.
Yes.
Let me share a personal experience.
Yeah. The Ford Hospital are the sweetest one.
Sam, hold on a second, Sam. Just allow Lorraine to come through. Go ahead, Miss Lorraine.
I got a scholarship from Homewood Technical. I was an athlete to DC Foster College. I was qualifying to go to Olympics because I threw discus and shot put. My shoulder got dislocated. And so I lost the scholarship because I could not perform.
Now, my parents did not have it for me to finish college. Chopper, what I had to do was to work, send myself, and it took a longer time. I have two daughters that one finished her master's and one is in second year at UA. But it's when I see the youth them now, I know how much people who come to me on a daily basis would want to go to university, but they have to choose not to go because they don't have any choice. When I hear Dr. Clarke say, no guarantor. Listen me now. Papa, I feel like I'm going to take one Askel and just a bossy night. Hello.
Mr. Speaker, hear that?
Mr. Brother, if my generation did get them opportunity, Lorraine. My God, it's a whole generation wasted on IPMP, brother.
Oh, me, I tell you, man.
A whole generation wasted.
Free and free.
I stand corrected. I want to
Imagine hard free. I know college, no guarantor. The man are educated and skill the nation, man.
But
education and skill the nation at the same time.
This budget presentation is what I look at to know why we didn't do extremely well at the poll last week, last weeks. Because they were putting together this miraculous, I don't even know if that's the right word to use, for the Jamaican people. So then they had time for them run up and down for campaign. They wanted to give something with substance back to the Jamaican people. That's why we didn't do so well at the polls. I don't know if nobody agree with me.
I could believe that. I was focusing on this.
I heard a lady today on TikTok, and she was saying it's an indictment on the PMP.
Yes.
It's 2 terms now the PMP outside the office, and if them can win one local government election, it's an indictment on the PMP, not on the OS.
That's a good argument.
Let me hear it, chop up a shot. Because we don't have funny like that.
Yeah, Metro Siaga say anybody win the election, Nigel Clarke must still be the finance minister. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, tell you, man. The man have a brain pill.
Yes, sir.
He can't count numbers.
No, they not go accept him, because remember, say Nigel now go just run with it, They not go accept him.
Actually, that comment was made on Nationwide. That comment was made on Nationwide. It's the PSOJ president that said it. It was the PSOJ president that said it.
Listen,
that
you have
whichever party, it was the PSOJ president that said he wish, no matter which party win, he wish Nigel Clarke will still be the finance minister.
Yes,
no which
prosperity. Prosperity. Garfield. Hold on a second. Hold on a second there, folks. Hold on a second there, folks. Let me just bring Garfield into the mix. Garfield, how you doing?
Why, Chopper, it is good. I'm actually on the rock in hot Portmore. Why,
cool.
I wish I was in South Florida. But
you can whenever you're ready. Talk to me. Your reaction to the budget presentation.
Well, Chopper, to be honest, I listened to some of it because I was coming in, so in and out because of the frequency. First and foremost, before I give the reaction to it, I hear everyone here is giving praises to Nigel Clarke, but nobody remember the technocrats that work with Nigel Clarke. I think we need to give these people some credit.
Who are they?
The technocrats that work with him. I mean, I don't know their personal name, but Nigel Clarke is not...
credit to Nigel. Nigel will pass it on.
No, but Nigel is not the only one who sits around the table and craft these ideas. We have to give credit.
I know, but I said
all right, good.
Nigel,
I don't want them to understand that. I just want people to understand that these are not things Nigel is pulling out of his brain. There are people that they're brainstorming together around the conference table to put these plans together. So there are people that working behind the scenes. So give those people some credit. But outside of that, some great ideas, some plans, great plans. The unemployment tax, that's a great idea. But I was open to hear when it will start, when it will be implemented. that never come out when that was going to come on stream, and he did say that they have some nicks and things to work out, which is good.
They have some nicks.
Right, they have some stuff to work out. The threshold, they moved the threshold from 1.5 to 1.7. I believe have moved up some more because $200,000 chopper really don't make it or break it. The $20,000 tax return. What is $20,000? But again, it's a start in the right direction. But I believe some more meat could go on that $20,000. But
Chopper, me can ask him something. He's saying that some more meat could have gone on the board. Wouldn't you say the finance minister is taking the safer road to use what the country is making without going into a significant amount of unnecessary debt at the moment? He's simply taking what the country is making.
And that's what the minister is saying. That's what the minister is saying.
They go across the country, they have to take it slow.
Yeah, I agree, but as I heard, if I know you guys are some well-studied finances and economists here, which I am not, so pardon my ignorance.
As a Garfield is a PNP supporter, so he will not say anything better.
Wait, Chopper, Ken B, you said that not gonna help anybody. Let us.
I never tell you that. That's not what I said. No.
Garfield, hold on a second. Tiara, hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on 1 second. Remember, Garfield is over on the other platform, so he's not seeing the comments over here, Tyre. He's on the Facebook, Insta, YouTube channel, and you guys are on TikTok. So TikTok is 125% strong, and over on this side, we're a little bit over 100 strong over on this side. So we're trying to interface both. We could just work with it. Okay. Tiara, you're in the box. You control that one. Run with it.
Alright. So, guys, the income tax threshold means persons who are working 1.7 million or under will not pay income tax. That means that if you make $1 over, that dollar that you make over
is taxable.
Where your income tax will come from. So people like you can be who do not understand. I saw people over Instagram, Japan. This just shows me how ignorant and uneducated they are on the economy, saying that Jesus, they're moving from 1.5 to 1.7. No, we are going dead.
Garfield, that's why your people in that.
No, but hold on, hold on, but I hear you. But what I'm saying is this, though. What I'm saying is this, and Chopper, I strongly believe certain threshold can move up, and if the government of the day can tap into the informal businesses that are around, that is generating millions and millions, that basically still call the police, still go to the public service hospital, still go to the public schools. They've sent them kids to these schools, them use the essential services, but these people are getting away scotch-free. Number two, I mean, look at the bars. Why look at the hold on. Look at the look.
Donald, wait. Let me ask him. So, what you mean by scot-free? Do you know what would happen to some of these people if they had to pay? So, what do you mean by scot-free? I want to understand that part.
Scot-free. So you are telling me if you have a business and you are making a profit, so you are telling me, sir, you must go ahead scot-free and don't pay what is due to Caesar. Is that what you are saying? Is that what you are saying? Hello?
Hello. Let me address. No, listen. We must understand. Even I'm guessing you're speaking of the Eagles and person like that.
No. But I said people who are in the informal tax roll, the informal bracket, who are making millions and millions. And there are a lot of people around the society is doing that.
Remember, that's an unsure thing. That's an
It is?
unsure thing. You can't depend on that.
Oh, no, that is what I said to you. That is why that is why I said the government of today need to put these people on the tax roll, need to enforce the laws so the government can rake in more into its coffers. That's what they need to do.
Concerted effort by the government. There's a concerted effort by the government to ensure that people become tax compliant.
Hold on a
No, I just want to hear me because we never hear. Yes, we're hearing you. There's a concerted effort by the government, and that is why we have so much revenue being collected now. A lot of persons are becoming compliant. Do we need improvement? Yes, we do. And it is going to take some time for that. What Dr. Clarke is doing is to make sure that he plays it safe because we are being responsible. You can't take time and depend on busy. You have to make sure what is available to you, you make budget for that. Then you can.
I never said to make budget. I said to put the people them on the informal business plan. These are people need to come under the tax roll. That is what I am advocating for. That is what I'm advocating for.
No, that's not what you were saying earlier, sir.
What I said? What did I say? What did I say?
You said, this is what you said. You said that more fat could have come off. In essence, bring up it to 2 million.
100%. And how do we pay off that fat? And how do we pay off that fat? We pay off that fat by collecting more tax.
Hold on, people, hold on there. You see, if I ask a question and you want somebody to answer, because we don't want to sound like we're in our marketplace.
No, but you see, what you don't do? No, when you don't allow someone to finish. When you don't allow someone to finish, when you only want to nitpick.
Guys, Anthony, give me a moment. Are you at that, right? Anthony, you're speaking?
No, darling. No, I'm listening. I'm not.
All right. I am going to mute everybody. Go from top, come down to the bottom. Okay, and don't get offended if me mute you know. But Chopper is on the other side of the
Williams Andrew.
Good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you mute them now when we don't get a response, but I just say, God, well, I kind of like which part of the country ahead, and we are start invite back labor, them to come, support them party. Oh, that's on.
Yeah, that's on. When you can't reply, no, me just don't want the market response. I can't say yes, no.
Paul?
Yeah.
Yes, man. But I use the word kinda because I love where the country is. We're heading in the right direction. And if we continue like this for the next 5 years, we're going to be like the United States, if not better than the United States. Remember that the United States is asking Mr. Clarke and his technocrats, to come over there and show them how to balance the books and set the things straight, So we are heading better right now than the United States. Thanks to the JLP, thanks to Nigel Clarke, and a big thanks to the Michael and Jonas Prime Minister. Big thanks.
That's all good.
Comrade Garfield.
Yo. Hey, your people them play rough, Your people them play. Chopper. Yeah? I want you to understand this, Chopper.
Tell me.
I am saying they could have put more meat on it. And I am saying is that for them to put the more meat, the money.
You wanted us to run with it?
No. Hold on. The money have to come from somewhere, right? And how to get the money before you can put more meat on it is to dig into the informal economy in the country. The informal economy.
You want us to engage the scammers?
No, sir. No. Please stop. Please stop.
You want us to do what you are doing now?
No, please stop.
You just said the underground economy?
No, I didn't say underground. I said the informal economy.
Informal economy. One of the biggest players in the informal economy are scammers.
No. That's underground. Chopper. An informal economy is when you go into Royal Flat Manchester and you see a bar, and it is my intention to apply for a license at the next setting. And these are people who are because, for example, these bars, the
next sitting will never come.
Exactly. In other words, these bars, Chopper, have these video machines inside these gambling machines, Chopper. And I can tell you this. These machines generate millions. Okay? These machines generate millions, Chopper.
Inform you here. Those gambling machines, the government gets money. We are in the month
taxable,
of March. They are taxable every year in the month of March. By March 31st, if you have not complied, those boxes can be seized and you can be charged in the court.
Exactly.
Chopper.
You see, that's what I like when you come to class and you learn over here.
Chopper.
Yes.
You need to go around Jamaica.
Yes.
You need to go around Jamaica. And I want you to look at those machines and count and say how much of those machines are compliant. Okay, Chopper?
They have to comply.
No. That's why you're dreaming, man. You are dreaming, Chopper. Chopper, these same machine. Let me inform you.
You want us to go to the inform the people in the comment sections asking you if you want to tax Handcart again, Garfield.
No. Even the Handcart is earning, him supposed to pay him tax. Those things are public hospital.
Under the betting, gaming, and lotteries commission.
Yeah, man. No, man.
That is act.
Yeah, no, man. Chopper. Let me
Yes.
Chopper, let me explain something to you, please.
Yes.
You see when a bar. Hold on.
One second, guys.
Hold on.
Go ahead, Garfield.
You see when a bar install 4 machines and them calling the lottery company for the another act to make them compliant?
Yes.
Those 4 machines are removed immediately, Chopper, and go elsewhere, Chopper.
Say what?
Chopper, you see when John Brown have a bar down at Timbuktu, and John Brown apply for the license from the lottery department.
Yes.
And them come, our Supreme Ventures or whatever them companies, and them come and them certify them, Chopper. Them machine, Chopper, move to another location all 10-15 times, Chopper.
No, if you don't know, you just talking.
Oh, we don't know. All right, good. I don't know. Let us leave it at that because I don't know.
You don't know.
Let us, Chopper. How are you look? But I don't know, Chopper. Just leave it at that, Chopper. I don't know.
You just like taxes, Garfield. You just like taxes. You're motivated by taxes.
Chopper, taxes what run any economy. People must pay their taxes.
Yeah, but what runs an economy is a growing economy, and tax is not the only thing that grows an economy.
And also debt is also good. That is also good.
Productivity is what grows an economy.
Indirect taxation of course, because if you have people that is producing and more people is working, you have indirect taxation. When people buy goods and services, the government make more money off of that than when the direct tax people.
But it's not about the indirect or direct taxes. What I'm saying to you.
No, I'm just because he's saying that you have to tax to always look for the taxation about
tax is what tax is a part of it. Remember, Garfield is a PNP man, you know. And PNP people like taxes. Right? PNP people like taxes.
He's on Facebook.
Chopper, I am tired of having to explain what the income tax threshold is. Don't be tired. Feeling like it means they're getting taxed.
Who are you explaining it to? Who in here don't understand? You might have to just
Chopper, what they must.
Chopper, I have to be under the comment. Somebody talking about Nigel. Oh, yeah, read budget today and I talk about April 1st. Is a prank. Me say, do you know when the fiscal year start? Do you know when the budget is implemented? No, they don't know. They just over there at shut off their head because
you know one thing that Nigel was saying today in the budget is said, no matter what happens, the budget is going to be in law. The budget must be read when the due date comes. No matter what happens, if there was an election or anything that
must happen.
It must be said that the budget must be read on time.
The fiscal year is April to March, right?
Yes, but what has happened in the past, and Nigel explained it, is that for whatever reasons, for whatever the reasons are, so you need to mute your mic there, guys, please. Whatever the reasons are, we used to postpone the budget, Garfield, especially under the PNP. If they don't believe that the political climate is right, Garfield.
It's right. Them not read the budget.
Not read the budget. You're afraid them not in the man. Why not do it? Why not do it, man?
Well, I mean, the fact of the matter, Chopper, the fact of the matter that the government is basically, I mean, the Jamaica Labour Party today nitpick what they want to be in compliance with, so we can understand that. I mean, so, but
why you say that?
Eh?
Why you say that? Why you say that?
I mean, you have just satisfied your own argument that they delayed the local government election based on the Jamaica Labour Party administration.
Did the PNP do it?
Yeah, both party has done it in history.
Both party? Why is it the JLP?
Well, we are talking about modern day politics. Chopper, remember the first 100 years of administration is an
modern day politics is not unique to the JLP. Modern day politics is between JLP and PNP.
Okay.
PNP in the past delayed.
But the fact of the matter is this.
Yes.
They have made it law, and you have to give praises to the administration that regardless if an election is on the horizon, yes or no, the budget must be read, because this is how the mass of the people will plan their life forward for another fiscal year. So that is a credit to the government, you know.
Then you must give the credit, man. You must, you know.
But Chopper, you want a cookie?
No. What I'm saying to you, Garfield, if you as a comrade recognize that the JLP has done something
have I not said that? Have I not made that very clear?
No, you don't make it clear.
Very clear. The government has
because just now we are trying to deceive the people just now by suggesting that the JLP extend local government, and you did not mention to the folks that the PNP did it as well.
I reckon both.
I want for you to be balanced.
Three times it was postponed.
I want it to be balanced when you make these
comments. But again, at the end of the day, the first 100 days of any administration means the honeymoon is over. So we have to move on with the people's business. You know, we can't.
What are you saying now?
Rearview mirror.
Where honeymoon is concerned, what are you saying about that now?
No, what I'm saying, the local going to election is over. We're counting down to a general election, and we're looking forward to see what the country will be heading to in the direction. We are looking forward to hear the rebuttal from the People's National Party when this is all concluded and done. And let us see if...
Hold on, man.
Be sleeping for the next 2 nights.
Go ahead, Garfield.
Or 2 days.
I don't know what everybody's saying. I mean, isn't the budget when isn't the government is going to conclude at some point in their budget presentation?
The Nigel Clarke will come back and close.
Isn't the opposition will come with a rebuttal?
The opposition spokesman and finance will come with
exactly. So what have I said wrong?
You haven't said anything wrong.
I have said I am looking forward to what, but somebody say, but somebody is saying, what may I try come across with? I mean, I'm
well,
not coming across.
She wanted to know what you were leading up to. But what I will tell her that you're leading up to is that you are confirming what you're doing, Garfield. You're confirming the PNP's position when it comes to taxes and what you're saying to us.
Yes.
Because you're speaking from a position of knowledge. And you're saying to us that if a PNP administration ever to come back in this country, taxes is going to be the vehicle that is used to better the people's life. That's what you're saying.
Okay, if you say so, that's your words.
What is the other means you have ever used in the past? Do you know anything about growing an economy?
No, I'm not. I'm not an economist. I'm a great financier like yourself. But it's one thing I want you guys to understand, Chopper. I want you to understand.
Hold on, Ravi. Go ahead.
I want you guys to understand, The government of today said that they have not moved no taxes.
No new taxes, yes.
No new, but Chopper, I'm going to tell you where these taxes are coming from. I
hope you're not coming here to give me some unanswered story about mute your mic, dear Robbie, mute your mic, please.
Chopper.
I hope you're not coming here to give us this unanswered story about some tickets and flights and all that. You're not giving me that, right?
No, but Chopper, but the fact of the matter, the taxes that is coming, the taxes that the government is reaping, and a day by day is from the tourism sector and from
what tax? Is there a new tax? That's a new tax?
Tell me the name of that tax.
Is a new tax?
Chopper, the next
is it a new tax?
Hold on. Chopper, the next time you buy an airline ticket, I want you to make a comparison to what
you said there's a new tax on the airline ticket. I have one right now.
Yes, there is. Chopper.
What's the name of the new tax?
No, madam. What I'm saying.
No, she asked a very good question. What's the name of the new tax?
Chopper, to rent it. Hold on, question. If you don't listen, or you going to get the answer. Or if you don't listen, or you going to get the answer.
Right, you listen to you.
Number one, the concession tax to the airport usage has doubled.
Huh?
The concession for the airport taxes is doubled, Chopper.
Since when?
Since when last I was here, November to today. The last time I rented a car at Island Rental, the airport usage they will charge.
You're not a Jamaican, you're a tourist.
Hold on. You ask a question, please. The last time I paid for the concession for the airport was $6 a day. Today it's $12 a day.
You're a tourist.
No, I am not a tourist.
You're a Jamaican?
Chopper. Number.
You travel as a Jamaican or a tourist?
Chopper. It doesn't make a difference. The moment
yeah, man, it does.
It make a difference.
Chopper, the moment. No, Chopper, no, not at all. Not at all. Don't say that. No, Chopper. No, Chopper.
Garfield, Chopper, you love them outside.
Garfield.
No, Chopper.
Garfield. Yes.
Chopper, I remember the days. Chopper, I remember the days when I would pay $34 for taxes on an airline ticket.
Yes.
Today, leaving Jamaica, it costs $105 in taxes alone, Chopper.
Mm-hmm.
On an airline ticket. Mm-hmm. And that is where the threshold is coming from. That is where the makeup is coming from, Chopper, quietly.
Garfield, I have a question. So, as the tax percentage increase, or it's the cost of the ticket? So, when you know, say
no, madam. I beg of any one of you, is the cost of the ticket something that, for example, an airline like Spirit.
Yes,
airline,
Colin, I have an email. Yes.
An airline like Spirit.
I literally want to know, is he saying the percentage has increased, or is it that the ticket get more expensive? So
No, no. 70% of an airline ticket is all taxes.
Huh?
70% of an airline ticket is all taxes.
Is it unique to Jamaica or is it the same thing in the US?
No, it is very unique to Jamaica. I can tell you this. I can fly from Miami, Florida.
You said unique to Jamaica?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm going to tell you this. I can fly from Miami, Florida to England.
Yeah.
And the ticket is cheaper to go to England, Chopper.
But you said 70% of the ticket is tax.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Coming to
Not
Jamaica.
True.
In
Not
reference
true.
to Jamaica.
It's not true.
No new taxes, Chopper.
Chopper, you want me, Chopper? Chopper, text me an email. As a matter of fact, Chopper, text me an email address. I'm going to go to my itinerary and break it down, and I will send it to you. You can post it on this blog.
No, but you can break it down right now. Make
Chopper,
everybody hear.
No. Text me your email address, and I will send you my itinerary with the taxes, and I will send you the itinerary from Island Rent-A-Car versus last time I rent with them versus to what I just rented them.
So Rent-A-Car come into airfare now.
Because there you go for the airport usage. For the airport usage,
get a package deal, man.
Well, I have a package deal where everything
no,
is.
man, no.
A bundle.
No.
We have hotel costs coming to everything.
You got a bundle, man.
No.
Come, Garfield. Send me email. Garfield, that's my email address right there.
Alright, this is the old ticket of my from the US to Jamaica. This is the old ticket, last year ticket. See it? September 29, I purchased the ticket. Look at it.
I can't see. Tell me what going on there.
Alright, so Jamaica tourist enhancement.
Tourism with TF.
Jamaica passenger levy, $20.
Yeah.
Jamaica passenger aviation service, $4. US passenger facility change, $9. And the base fare and the ticket at $318 and the total at $397. So how is it most tax? Me not talk about me.
Garfield, you're being exposed in real time. Garfield, the young lady exposed you in real time.
Chopper.
Hold on a second, Garfield. Hold on a second, folks. What's the total taxes on that ticket?
All right, so that's $20 plus 40.
Hold on a second, Garfield. Hold on a second, folks.
$53 out of $397. That means that 340.
Do the percentage, do the math.
40. All right, let me go work here.
Work it out and tell me what the percentage is tax. Garfield, you have been exposed in real life. The young lady going to shred you. The young lady is going to shred it to pieces.
Chopper.
Mikey Brown.
That young lady is not looking at that ticket properly, Chopper.
The young lady is going to shred it to pieces because guess what? I'm going to pull up my ticket now too.
Chopper, $100. Over $100 and about $20 alone is taxes to the Jamaican government.
Like buy things backdoor dealer. Who you buy the ticket from?
Chopper, personally speaking, Chopper.
You can get chopping up.
No, Chopper. I don't. Chopper.
Yeah, man. How you doing, man?
Chopper, I don't pay. Chopper, the only thing I pay on an airline travel is taxes. That's it. I don't pay for the ticket. I only pay the taxes.
Why you don't pay for the ticket? You get free ticket?
Yes. Well, I don't want to tell you somebody get a free ticket, but I don't pay taxes, Chopper. I don't pay for the ticket.
You get a link. You have a link?
No, I have no link. I'm just privileged. All right,
so the young lady is back. Hold on, miss. You have to speak about it a bit. 13.3% taxes, Garfield.
No, Chopper. No, it's Chopper. The taxes,
what
Chopper, alone. No,
the
Chopper.
lady post a ticket right here.
What airline should fly, Chopper?
What airline was that again? JetBlue?
It doesn't make a difference because the taxes are the same.
No, man. But we never seen this in my life yet. The woman have beat you to pieces, brethren. Listen.
Take up one next one.
I have all day.
Chopper.
Yes, sir.
The most expensive airline right now is Caribbean Airlines. I don't know what this man is talking about.
Hey, Gene, how you doing? Gene, what's going on? Denzel Myers, my friend. What's going on, Denzel? Jennifer, how you do? Robbie, sorry about that. Michael Brown Senior is in the box here. Mikey, what's going on?
Yeah, man. How you doing, man?
Garfield is saying that boy Nigel is putting a fast one because he might collect the new taxes around the airline where the tourists come in, and Garfield says 70% of the price for the ticket is taxes and all that stuff. But a little rookie, a little 20-something-year-old young lady, rookie in the business. I'm not draft with a big gun yet. I'm not pull up my ticket yet. She just hold him and slice him up just slice him to pieces a while ago and expose him in the most. Garfield, man, come on, man.
Yeah, but I mean, something like that, you know, is not that difficult to debunk.
But look here, the youngest among us just beat him a while ago like a stepchild.
You know, the same discussion came up, you know, in my intake group, and this guy who him demonstrate support to the current opposition. He was bemoaning the same thing, and there was another guy who traveled the same day with him from the same place in Canada to Jamaica. I was telling him, say, look, the taxes that's there has always been there. It has always been there. And what we know,
he not only says new taxes, he said it is 70% of the cost of the ticket that is taxes.
Well, here's the thing. What we know is that the tax on airline ticket largely go to TEF.
But Garfield, I'm saying not buying the ticket, it's free ticket to get it now.
You know, buy a ticket to all if you know how much percent.
I'm about to pass in trouble upon it up. And that fuck here
they use a rep here Jamaica too. Use a trouble upon here Jamaica.
Garfield, boy, they gonna beat you to a puzzle tonight, my friend.
I rent that car, everything.
Then get body pass and fly go out in Miami go eat lunch.
Come on, Jamaica by dinner time. Yeah, for the whole week, the weekend, everybody in our family gone.
Hey,
Miami.
them caught Garfield with them pants down. Opposite theory.
Me know people who work at Air Jamaica chopper.
Yes.
One left Friday evening after work. Gone to Miami. I'll come back Monday morning. The man in Pitney.
Yeah, man.
Yes, man. I used to work at the airport, so we can't tell you that.
Where's Garfield? Garfield, the quiet man. Where are you?
No, Chopper, check your WhatsApp, Chopper, please. Check your WhatsApp. I just sent
you know, Father God.
Chopper.
Yeah, Mikey.
Before you check your WhatsApp.
Yes.
Remember, Mark Golding also tried to debunk the no new taxes when it was explained to him, because he never knew that it's not that there were any new taxes that the government implemented, is that the current taxes overperformed.
But what he's saying, all right, so he sent me something here, folks. I really don't know how to interpret this, but it says flight. Garfield,
Kingston to FLL. You see, it says Kingston to FLL.
You have no info. This look like something you just cook up a while ago.
No, please don't do that. Don't do that.
No, but it have set $174.05 as taxes and fees. Total 7,000.
Look, Kingston to FLL.
Yeah.
Kingston to Fort Lauderdale. No,
Kingston to Hollywood. Yes, Kingston to Hollywood.
Yeah, to Kingston. Well, don't use the word Hollywood.
Yeah, man, it is Hollywood International Airport, man, in Fort Lauderdale. That's what it is.
Right. So the taxes alone, Chopper.
Yes.
Taxes alone from Kingston to taxes and fees from Kingston to Fort Lauderdale is $174.
Jamaican.
No, Chopper, US.
You have free ticket, you have to pay the tax for the ticket, sir. And pay a big tax for the
get free ticket.
So Garfield, you get the ticket free. You don't want the taxes free too?
No, but the thing about tax on the Chopper, what a lot of people don't realize is that there are thresholds when it comes to tax. A person earning over a certain amount, you tend to pay a higher rate. Depending on how you get your ticket.
Rafi, can I share it?
Yeah, man, you can. Yeah, sure.
Depending on how you get your ticket will determine the tax you pay.
Yes.
No.
So if you get a flight on a private jet.
No, there you go again. No, there you go again. No, there you go again. No. Garfield really does have the caliber to fly and
yes.
Garfield lose the race, man. Accept defeat, Garfield.
Yeah, man, the young lady beat him to a pole for a while ago, man.
You get a beat, man. Just take your beat, no, man. Accept it.
$174 in taxes, Chopper.
Chopper.
What was the value of the ticket?
Huh?
What was the value of the ticket?
All right, look at what. All right, listen. I'm not gonna share it on the thing. I'm gonna send it to Tyra. Tyra, you put it up in the because this we can't let nobody. All right, Garfield, you sure you want me to share it?
Hold on, let me make sure. But look,
Garfield, you sure you want me to share it? There's no personal info on it.
What's the value of the ticket?
Eh?
What's the value of the ticket?
Look here, web send me don't mean much because we can't share it. Because it don't really mean much.
No, man, what not do it?
No, me not share it, man. Say right, there it is. It's in SM. It's in SM. Garfield, well, Garfield, what your body see the boy?
Come on, share, man. Share.
This evening is called Big Garfield evening. But what is so funny is that he came up and he, yes. All right, so that is the ticket. Garfield just pull up that half line, you know. That have Garfield, we don't see the graphics man. Boy, you good.
Chopper, Garfield, Chopper.
Yes.
These are tickets are offline in
But you don't have the name on it.
What's the value of it? What's the value of it?
I don't know. All I see is taxes. Everything else is zero. Garfield.
So hold on there. So Chopper, answer this for me.
Yes.
How do you arrive at 70% of the ticket being $100?
Right,
and we don't know the value of the ticket.
Garfield, the floor is yours.
No, man. I sent back something to your WhatsApp again. Look at that first.
What's wrong with it?
Garfield, Chopper, ask Garfield a question. Garfield, what airline is this? Let me go and calculate how much 7,700 points gets you on that airline.
No, yeah, try getting them a business. No, you can't do that.
Let's catch Garfield with the points down, boy.
Chopper, all right, Chopper. Okay, listen to this though, Chopper. Listen to this.
Yeah.
Listen to this 7,000 points, Chopper.
Yes.
This 7,000 points could actually fly me to Europe within a winter season, and the only amount in taxes I pay is about $54.
The SM Tyra. Go ahead, Garfield.
Listen to me again.
Yes.
For approximately 8,000 points, right?
Yes.
With an additional $50, I can get a round trip ticket from Miami to Europe in the Christmas season.
Yes.
Yes. And I am saying to you, if you are in South Florida,
yes,
right? If we are in South Florida coming to Jamaica,
yes,
in the Christmas season, in a Christmas holiday, especially Christmas Eve,
yes,
the taxes alone and the ticket is going to be about $300.
The winter tourist season start December 15.
Okay,
and
but time on, because I don't want to sound, I don't want to say this, but let me say this to you guys.
Yes.
Something that you guys is not even probably thinking about.
Yes.
Airline, let me say this to you. Whether or not you want to believe this, yes or no. An airline come out, like today's Tuesday, right? Today's Tuesday.
Yes.
Tonight at midnight, airline, when you see an airline put out penny sales, especially the notorious airline is Spirit Airline. Tonight at midnight, Spirit Airline put out a couple seats for penny seats. Okay?
Yes.
something that you can get, and the taxes alone on it right now is going to run you about $169.
Okay.
Depending on the airline,
The taxes, yes.
the maximum it will go to 174, like JetBlue, for some apparent reason.
I agree with you. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is this. The US government, out of that $174, the US government takes about $44 out of it.
So how much did Jamaican government takes out of year 174?
$132.
That's what the Jamaican government gets?
Yes, that's what the Jamaican government
gets. So you're complaining because you want us to get the same percentage that the US?
Correct. Number two.
First world country.
Hold on. Number two.
A first world country like US, you want us to be on the same level in terms of the taxes we collect from airline?
All right, good. You asked a good question. If you were to leave Jamaica, if you were to leave the US and you go to Barbados, the taxes are literally pennies on the dollars.
Oh.
Okay. So the point I'm making is this. Taxes coming into Jamaica, and then guess what, Chopper? Guess what? Remember, the government. Hold on. The government of Jamaica. Enough people don't know this. The government don't make no money on people coming into Jamaica in a Chopper. The government makes money when they leave Jamaica.
Departure tax was always
correct. Yes. That's what I'm saying. So understand that the government makes money when you leave the country. That way,
departure tax has always been.
Expose the Garfield, I figure though.
Go on over here.
Chopper, 7,700 JetBlue points is $77. Garfield, that means Garfield, cover party. Go away. Move fire so with that. Me go JetBlue side. You think you can go school me? Me have to talk with my facts.
Yeah, go ahead, Paul. Was it Donald? Divi.
That means the party went 74.
Hold on, Tyra. Give Donald a chance. Go ahead, Divi.
Tyra, you catch Paul like how the FINSAC report. I go get the whole idea.
But Chopper, I'm glad for the Chopper. Glad for Chopper.
Who is the Garfield?
I'm glad for.
Yes.
But Chopper, how many years I've been asking you for the FINSAC report?
They must come out and congratulate the government, man.
No, but hold on, Chopper. But Chopper.
Renz, hold on the Renz. Not the helicopter. Hold on the Renz.
Well, but Chopper, I want you.
Next lady want a lick off your coffee. Hold on.
Yeah, well, I know.
Good night.
Yeah, 1 second before you lick off my head. 1 second before you lick off.
I don't even remember me. You're Mr. Indirect Taxes.
Philip, come here tonight.
Yeah, man, most definitely. But hold on, before you lick off my head, but I want you to ask Chopper this question.
Let me hear the question when you want to ask, because I don't know if him having it, he could have the audacity if I talk about FINSAC report.
Well, I man. Okay, good. No problem. But well, I don't.
Let me hear the question.
Well, let me
something. There's only one tax on that ticket, and that's the U.S. transportation tax.
No, man. No. Please. No, please. No, man, please. Stop.
Hold on a second.
So that means
no, man. Keep the conversation up to a level, because I think we are now going down a little form of disrespectful manner. We don't need to do that, please. Don't do that.
No,
that's what you guys are doing.
No coffee.
Please.
No coffee. They wouldn't do that. I'm not do that.
Okay, but listen to me now.
Garfield, look here. Garfield, you're one of the few comrades who can come on this platform and get rid of almost murder.
I'm Sweet Royal. I was on a live with him, and I guess it was the fact people realized that he doesn't live in Jamaica. Some people, when they hear the little accent, they turn fool. and he was on the live, and he was like, Nigel been telling everyone about no new taxes. You know where the taxes is?
Same place.
Indirect tax. And I wait on that man. And I said, okay, we are charged indirect taxes. I asked him what was the name of the tax. I remember him clear as day. He said indirect tax. Kind of on the live, nice and I go on, you know, man cash and I run up a mouth and go on, you know, until me reach.
I hear somebody say so.
This is what he said. This is what he said. The indirect tax
was it reported?
In the manufacturers who passed on to the consumer. And I was saying, that's the process of indirect taxes. But what is the actual cost?
Indirect taxes is the process.
The actual tax that was charged that caused the indirect tax process. Indirect tax. Let me say, I know that is the process. But
he heard somebody say it and he can't explain it.
That caused the domino effect. Indirect tax. So till you know, you know, you're reaching a patwa, you know, you can't talk patwa. You're reaching a patwa now. You know what is indirect tax?
Gaffy, let's say, get talk patwa to you.
Eh? Me not forget him.
No. The wrong person, chopper. The fact of the matter, chopper.
Yeah.
Chopper. The fact of the matter. Let us go back to FINSAC. Chopper.
Oh shit, the phone just dead on TikTok.
Chopper, I'm asking you for how many years now?
Yeah.
Welcome to the FINSAC report. Remember, Manayard did come out and say it's only $2 million need to be allocated to pay for it. And I will beg of you guys, please be careful. Please be careful. Because I don't believe that Nigel Clarke in his good senses is ready to release that FINSAC report. Please.
Why do you think Nigel Clarke don't want to release the report?
I bring it back to the day when before Omar Davis leave the goodly house of Gardner House and Pernell Charles got up and asked Omar Davis about FINSAC and Omar Davis report, and Omar Davis say, you want the FINSAC report? You know what's in the report? You sure you want it? And the good old Pernell Charles sat back down quietly and happily, and he never opened his mouth again.
So what does that mean?
No worries.
So what does that mean?
What does that, Mr. Brown?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
When the goodly finance minister released the report in short order, you will know exactly what it means.
Not just going to release the report. He's going to release all the research, all the testimonies, everything.
Come on. Yeah, but
all the information that lead to the report.
What's that?
He's going to release not only the report, but all the information that lead to the report.
Of course.
And people are invited to look at it and make documentaries of it.
Enough people are getting dementia these last days, you know.
Well, including some of your people.
Yes, man. Enough people are losing life. Enough people have been dying of old age also too, you know.
Remember, yeah, but the dementia played a big role in the traffic gura thing, you know.
Traffic gura, hello. Careful.
Well, again, all I know, I am dying for this FINSAC report come out because I remember Ardlishaw had promised to release the report from 2016.
And why wasn't the report released?
My phone died, guys, and I lost it.
Why wasn't it released?
On TikTok.
Yes.
So,
Ardlishaw said the report only needed $2 million to finalize it.
Where did you get that figure from?
Ardlishaw mentioned that.
Yes, but where did Ardlishaw get that figure from?
No, you'd have to call Manayard and ask him.
No, man. It was mentioned today.
The $2 million?
No.
It was mentioned today.
No money since 2018 has been allocated for the report to be finalized, for the report to be put together. The information is there.
Before that, Chopper.
Yes.
Before that, Dr. Phillips, as finance minister, vowed not to give any money to the FINSAC report.
Yes.
And didn't Ardlishaw say it only needed $2 million then?
No, don't know of that. I don't know.
Well, I don't know how much Alisha said, but at the time,
man, go back and run the tape, man. We can go back and Google. Just go back on YouTube. And,
yeah, man. But what I'm saying to you, when Alisha said that, it wasn't Alisha doing the report. It's the people that were doing the report told him that.
Correct, but
and then when they stalled,
Mr. Brown. But you are going to say you don't remember that you're going to then you remember that is the people who had farmed the goodly minister then. Why are you not speaking straight, man?
You lost me. What me not speaking straight about?
Okay, remember when Alisha took over the reins of the finance ministry in 2016?
Yes, 2016.
Right? And a question was asked, and Alisha said they only need $2 million to finalize.
I'm not disputing that.
Hold on. Didn't Alisha say everything is finished and all they need to send the report to print? Do you recall that?
No, never hear that.
Alisha reported what he was told by the people doing the report.
Okay, he was told. Okay, then a question for you. Why didn't Alisha follow through with that in 2016? Why?
Because he realized the people whether the report was stalling. So he was not prepared to throw any more cash at it.
Oh, so hold on now. He realized that they were stalling and he wasn't willing to throw any more money at it, right? Why?
Yes.
So you want to tell me, in good governance and in interest of the Jamaican people, you want to tell me that the finance minister at the time believed it wasn't in good order for the government of the day to finalize the report? He's the minister, you know. The buck stopped with him, and you are going to tell me that he could not have ordered these people to finish the report and let the Jamaican people know exactly what is in the report? Is that what you're saying? Alisha was willing to sacrifice the Jamaican people over that? Is that what you're saying?
Well, you can't put those dramatic words in my mouth. You understand? What I am saying is that the people that were doing the report did not complete it, despite requesting monies upon monies upon monies. They did not complete it.
Okay. Okay, so let me ask you now, Mr. Brown. You think it is in good governance today for us to ask the good finance minister, Nigel Clarke, when the people of Jamaica will see this report?
You're asking if it's good governance for somebody to ask the minister a question?
Yes, I'm asking that.
I don't know how that's good governance, because I've heard Julia Robinson ask some nonsense one time. Me hear Mark Golding ask the government for use $40 billion and stop pay down the debt and give it to people.
No, man, no.
And I mean, asking those questions not good governance. So I don't know.
The question I asked. I'm real in the question. I asked you this. And
I'm saying to you,
of Jamaica, as a citizen
I'm saying to you, I don't know that asking a question of the minister is good governance.
Oh, you don't know that?
I don't know if asking the minister a question is good governance, because I've heard nonsense asked the minister.
Oh, okay. Boy, may I tell you, boy. Hey, I think you need to take over the job in the office of the Prime Minister as the information minister, you know, because you're a better spin doctor than what we presently have, man.
Spin doctor what? Spin doctor what? If
you're spinning the
you're asking me if I believe asking the minister a question is good governance, how is that good governance? Or how is it not good governance?
Forget about asking the minister a question. Forget about asking the minister a question. Wouldn't it be good for Jamaica to have a timeline when this report will be I mean, it has to be tabled, because it was something that was.
There's no report that will be coming out, Garfield. The minister is going to release information.
Create a special website for it.
The minister is going to create a special website, and they're going to upload all the findings, all the interviews,
and all the materials that contribute to the report.
That was supposed to be utilized. Hold on a second, Garfield. Everything that was given to the minister, which is the material that should have been used to put together a report, The minister is saying we're not going to waste any money to give nobody. If you're going to name food, if you're going to put together a report, we're going to put all information out there. And we are going to ask that a documentary be done.
He also said they're going to invite analysts to analyze it.
Yes, put it in open field.
So it's going to be there for scrutiny.
You're so smart, the minister is.
Of course he's smart.
He's smart.
So smart, the minister.
Of course he's smart.
You hear what I'm saying? I'm going to invite analysts to scrutinize
Welcome back, Renz.
Which is good idea. It's a good idea.
It's a very good idea.
But what I beg of you do, I beg of you and the great chopper here, don't jump for joy too fast, my friend. Hang tight.
No, we're not jumping for joy, but I would love to know what happened because I've been hearing.
I'm going to tell you this. Whether or not you want to believe this, Mr. Brown or Mr. Chopper Media, both the People's National Party, both the Jamaica Labour Party benefited tremendously from the meltdown of FINSAC, from the meltdown of this economy. Both people on both sides of the political divide did enjoy the spoils. So don't be surprised.
You have no evidence. You have no evidence.
The report, no man. The report will come out in time, man.
The report will come out in time.
Yes, the report will come out.
Remember the stamp and seal, at 10:10 Jamaican time. 10:10 Jamaican time today.
Yeah, man. It's gonna come out.
Remember this conversation.
We don't have to preempt or anticipate anything.
Remember, the report will be there, and you are going to say, and you guys is going to come to the realization that the same PMP them a jump up for joy, the same labor right them benefited from this meltdown where FINSAC had to come in.
But the report is not about who benefited, it's what actually happened.
You see, you're gone again. No, I mean, the report, people who have lost their assets in FINSAC was scooped up by people on the both sides of the political divide. The fact of the matter is this.
No, man, hold on. Mm-hmm. I'm getting the impression that you're seeking to mislead now. What happened that led to FINSAC was a finance minister deliberately went after some Jamaican-owned banks. And the go that he go after them caused a collapse of the economy.
And who scoop up the assets?
You asking me?
Who scoop up the bad debts for penny and the dollars? Who scoop it up?
Your people. Most of them are your people.
Oh, most of them are my people. Don't worry.
Yes. Yes.
Don't worry.
Yes. Omar Davis advisors.
How are you?
I don't know who scooped it up, but we're going to find out.
Leader of the opposition. How much of FINSAC properties he
to be seen, Michael Brown. That is left to be seen, Mr. Senior.
We will see. We will see.
And we will see in short order.
So I don't have to speculate who scooped up the most. Because that is not what this report is about.
Where's Gabby?
And I am of the opinion that, let me ask you a question. What is the time frame that you would say the goodly finance minister will make this public to the people and the website? Give me
I believe within a year.
I think within the financial year.
Yeah.
Within the financial year.
Yes.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. If this now go beyond the financial year, what would you say?
What I would say?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I have nothing to say. I mean, it's been there for years.
Yeah, man. We know that, man.
What am I going to say? It's been there for decades.
Listen, Mr. Brown.
Yes.
I think that the Prime Minister need a second information minister, man. I think you do very well. As a matter of fact, I think Joe Biden might take you on secondment. Joe Biden may need somebody like you in Washington, D.C.
Joe Biden all right, man.
No, man.
Joe Biden all right.
Somebody like you.
He wake up the other day.
No, man.
Wide awake now.
I tell you.
Yeah, man.
Uncle Joe's wide awake.
You may be able to help him to run through this.
What can I tell you though, guys?
Donald Trump,
as bad as it might sound, it is best for Jamaica to have a Trump in office in the United States? For the Jamaica Labour Party, that is. Shh, don't talk too loud.
Well,
yes.
I don't know if you noticed though.
Taira, Robbie, Renz, welcome back.
You don't know if you notice in Parliament today.
Yes.
After the mention of the FINSAC report.
Yes.
There was a lot of sort of voice comments that was being hurled across the aisle.
Absolutely.
Because I observed a sudden unrest in Parliament.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. A lot of persons were uncomfortable.
I don't know if anybody has noticed it.
One thing I will tell you, that this report, or the format in which it will be released, will be out there in the public space before the next general election. So Garfield, be careful what you wish for. Because you might just get it.
You will get it, man.
Are you and the great spin doctor here? Must be careful what you wish for. The two great spin doctor here. Because I am of the opinion that this report would be just as damning for the Jamaica Labour Party as the People's National Party.
Well, the thing is, my wanting the report to release is not to see or to have the PNP put down or anybody put down,
No,
we want to know what happened.
No, bro.
So it's not really repeated again.
Bro, that's not true. But I am saying this to you, sir. If people of the People's National Party benefited from the meltdown and were able to get sweetheart deals on school.
Do you know that?
Hold on, Chopper, please. I can talk for myself.
All right, hold on. Pull up DB&G.
Did you say sweetheart deal?
Hold on, man. We don't need to govern a problem. Pull up Deering, Bunting, and Golden arrangement. I'm going to put it out in the public.
Let me finish. If people on any side of the political divide had benefited and scoop up these bad debts for penny and the dollars, these are people should not be able to hold political office.
But you must. Hold on.
I disagree.
Hold on a second.
Disagree.
No, Michael, hold on a second. Let me go back again. What did you just say, sir?
I said again, regardless what side of the divide, that if he or she was able to scoop up these bad debts for penny and the dollars, whether they are PMP or GLP, they should not be allowed to hold any political office in Jamaica.
Why?
Because they will be misleading the country. Bottom line, they have ridden on the back.
So if I'm an investor and there's an economic crisis and assets becomes available.
No, Chopper, put the economic crisis aside.
And I use
put the economic crisis aside. There were bad debts and you're an investor.
Yes.
You shouldn't take them up.
I can't buy them.
Yeah, but you must also realize this too, You must also realize this, what the report needs to show. Like, for example, in the U.S. Senate, whenever the U.S. Senate has first-hand experience of what the market value will going to be, the prediction.
But that's beside the point. No, but that's beside the point.
That's a red herring, man.
Substantial point here now.
That's not beside the point.
No, let me tell you what the point is. You see? What the point is what caused those bad debt.
And I would agree with that, but you must also realize is that if any sweetheart backdoor dealing break, and the report is showing that these people were aware of what these debts are going to be way ahead of time, that is illegal, and people must.
All right, can I ask you this? At the time when the high interest rate policy was being pursued by the People's National Party, who was the Minister of Finance?
Ardlishaw.
Huh?
Ardlishaw.
You know, that's why hey.
As you mentioned, Ardlishaw. You remember one time Ardlishaw mentioned something about sweetheart deal?
Hold on,
somebody knocking this. I said, challenge you to say it outside of Parliament.
Hold on, man. The question I want to ask Garfield is, Omar Davis was the Minister of Finance back in those times,
He
correct?
was on his way out. He was on his way out.
We say when the high interest rate policy was being pursued over an extended period of time,
Mr. Run with it.
Tear down the entire financial. Hold on, that tear down the entire financial sector in Jamaica. The finance minister at the time was Dr. Omar Davis. That's part one. Part two, who was his chief advisor and architect? Financial
admitted to being the same.
Financial engineer. Who was he?
And admitted to being the same.
Yes. Who was he? You laugh. You laugh. You find it funny. You find it funny. Oh, you're laughing still. Answer the question, man.
No, man, go ahead. Help me out, Chopper.
Who was the financial architect and engineer? And watch this. And me a big investment lawyer. Me don't make my money already. Me not come here for scrape nothing. Me rich already. Who is that person?
No, man. The former governor of Bank of Jamaica, man. Lati Body, man. Mark Goley.
Garfield.
Yeah. Was he the same man that bragged that he was an advisor?
Well, yes. I mean, of course. But again, and that is what I'm saying here, Michael, is that.
So there's no penitence in the situation
here today, right? And if I am saying, and what I'm saying to you is this.
Yes.
If the report come forward and these things were revealed, that these guys were well aware that.
But Garfield, we don't need to ask the report to tell us that. Me keep telling
that
you this.
Is a note that's already established.
People like you who live in the diaspora that rely on report to give you the facts. We live the 1990s. We know the persons who were the holders of cash in this country. We know how D, B, and G deal went. It is public and a private deal. They never go around the back, go do something and sign off. Just public knowledge. So I'm saying to you now, we're going to pull up the Deering, Bunting, and Golden deal, and we're going to look at the time that it happened, and I'm going to ask you again, who? Let me tell you what the coolest thing. Did you know that NCB was under pressure? Did you know that the man who purchased NCB, Leachin, the person who sold him NCB, came back and became the man?
No, hold on. No, man. When FINSAC was created, a certain person was asked to head FINSAC.
But these things are not. But hold on, Garfield. These things are a secret. A public knowledge.
The man that head FINSAC, you know, invited Leachin to buy the asset.
Come back, come run the bank for 20
and
years.
resigned and go run the asset.
But hold on, make you a better one. So the man who advised the finance minister at the time and how to construct state of the art financial engineering and beating chess is the same man today who is going to be spearheading a party going into a general election. Well, let me tell you something, Garfield. And I want you to put this, in your pipe, put this in your spliff, put this in your bank, everywhere you can deposit. That this so-called report, FINSAC, is going to be released. And it will be released before the next general election. Let me
Garfield, you want to borrow my pipe?
No, that one make me use chill on pipe.
Well, put it in there, smoke it. Because this report, or the content that is supposed to form the report, guys, it is going to be released, Divi. It is going to be released, Anthony, Jayan, Chuck Finley, Robbie, Alain, Taira, all of you guys, Divi. It is going to be released before the next year election.
Tomorrow release chopper.
Too early. Timing is important. Yes.
Chopper.
Yes. Yes.
You know the thing what cause a big perplex over that side? They can never know which angle Nigel Clarke coming from. They can never preempt him. You know, they can never preempt him.
But go on Google, Taira, go on Google DBNG deal, and you will see it. Scotiabank closes deal to acquire major shares in Dairy Bunting and Golden. Kingston, Toronto, Jamaica, Port of Spain, Trinidad. December 14th, 2006. Yes.
The DBNG deal when them get with the government, DBNG was sold 75 million US dollar in bonds 3 months before the bonds matured.
Yeah. And
listen, DBNG at the time is the 4th largest securities dealers in Jamaica. In Jamaica's financial market in terms of asset, profit.
Would rank high in the Caribbean too.
Right? It is also
rank high in the Caribbean too.
Broker in the country. The group reported assets of 31 billion Jamaican dollars or Canadian 530 million. Yeah? For the financial year ending March 31st, 2006. The funds under management of Jamaica's $33 billion and Canadian 560 million as of June 30, 2006. Right? All of us at Scotiabank, Jamaica. Huh? All of us at Scotiabank, Jamaica. Welcome DBNG customers and employees into the Scotiabank family. At the time, William E. Clarke, President and CEO of Scotiabank Jamaica. We are deeply committed to providing employees with a great place to work and to delivering the highest level of expertise and service to our customer. Scotia is known throughout the region for our stability, our strong customer focus, and in particular, our dedication to the communities we serve.
When was this deal?
Huh?
When was this deal?
This was in 2000. It was
2006.
Yes.
2006.
Yes.
We had an election in 2006. 2007.
2007.
Election.
Okay,
Yes.
so I wonder if there's any relation between the two.
2007 to be exact.
No, but this is not. But hold on, folks. This is just one aspect, you know. If you really want to get a better understanding of this, you have to go back and look at. Remember now, you know, this is DBNG selling the asset to Scotia.
Yeah, Chopper, my wonder.
Go back to when DBNG acquire now.
I'm wondering if that acquisition was as a result of the pending election, because I mean, question would have been asked about the FINSAC and the assets that was thrown into DBNG. I'm just saying, I don't know.
All right, so listen to this. Hold on a second. Jamaica Stock Exchange. DBNG Limited has signed an agreement to purchase all the shares in Eagle Unit Trust Management Company Limited at a price of 115 million Jamaican dollars. You remember who was Eagle Unit Trust? Eagle Unit Trust was a subsidiary of Eagle Merchant Bank,
yes,
which is Paul Chen Young.
Yes.
Crown Eagle Group of companies. Those were the same persons who owned the hotel up the hill there.
Yes, man.
Right? The Crown Plaza Hotel?
Yes.
All right. So this was in December 1999, 12 a.m. DB&G purchase of shares. This was released on the Jamaica Stock Exchange website. No, folks, you can read these things, man. They're out there. The information is there, you know. It's out there.
They were mapping up. They were mapping up assets left, right, and center.
Chopper, they were right now.
12 a.m.
All right, so listen to this one now.
No, I call Nigel and I beg you.
Listen to this one now. Because Scotia, Gleaner is reporting. Gleaner is reporting now, folks. Hold on. Gleaner is reporting that Scotia Investments dropped DB&G from its name. Right? Scotia DB&G Investment Limited has dropped the abbreviation DB&G and is now formally referred to as Scotia Investment Jamaica Limited. They dropped the DB&G, which is fine. I mean, I'm just reading stuff here now. I'm reading has nothing to say. Now, there is something about this deal that I don't want to say publicly because I don't have no good boot like Garfield if you go up 11 steps. So I don't want to say it. But there are some things about this deal that you have to look into. Integrity Commission. So the Office of the Contractor General. Anybody remember that?
Yes, man.
All right. Contractor General now, right? Office of the Contractor General report of investigation conducted into the alleged, listen to this, folks, an investigation conducted into the alleged sweetheart deal involving Government of Jamaica and Deering, Bunting and Golden Limited. Ministry of Finance and Public Service, formerly Ministry of Finance and Planning, right? This is a report, you know, from the Office of who? The Contractor General. For those of you who don't know, the Office of the Contractor General was the premier oversight body at the time. We don't have
precursor to the Integrity Commission.
No, it's the same people who's now making up the Integrity Commission. Matter of fact, Greg Christie was the senior guy at the Contractor General's office. And the same Greg Christie now, who is the senior guy over at Integrity Commission. All right.
Baptized and sanctified.
All right. So it says introduction. Huh? Yeah, man. Thank you. It says on 2008, May 22nd, the Office of the Contractor General, OCG, acting on behalf of the Contractor General in pursuant of Section 15, subsection 1 and 16 of the Contractor General's Act of 1983, thank God for Eddie Siaga, initiated an investigation into the circumstances surrounding the alleged sweetheart deal involving the Government of Jamaica, GOJ, and Deering, Bunting and Golden Limited, herein referred to as DB&G. Consequently, by way of a letter which was dated the 2008, the 2nd of June, the Contractor General wrote to the Honorable Ardishaw, Minister of Finance and the Public Service, and Miss Darlene Morrison, the then acting financial secretary, formally advising them of the OCG's decision to commence an investigation into the matter. Section 15, subsection 1 of the Contractor General's Act provides that the Contractor General may, if he consider it necessary or desirable, to conduct an investigation into any or all of the following: registration of a contractor, tender process, tender procedures relating to contracts awarded by public bodies, the award of any government contract. This deep, you know, my friend. Also, the implementation of terms of any government contract, the circumstances of the grant, issue, use, suspension, or revocation of any prescribed license. And F, the practice and procedures relating to grants, issued, suspension, or revocation of prescribed license. The investigation was initiated following upon a certain allegation. Yes.
And then I'd ask a question about when did we do away with the contract?
Long time, man. Long time. Long time. That contractor general done with from 20, I think it's 2018.
Yeah, when it was subsumed into the Integrity Commission.
When the Integrity Commission came in, we did away with that. 2018. You can Google it real quick and get the date. But what this is saying, huh?
They were involved in matters that related to NWC head boss. That what kind of threw me off the other day. I had no idea that they went under that umbrella.
Who?
The contractor general.
But the contractor general is no more.
NWC boss.
Yeah, but the contractor general is no more. It is the Integrity Commission that replaces the contractor general.
Oh, okay.
And that came in effect in 2018. So it says that the investigation was initiated following upon a certain allegations and comments which were made by the Honorable Aldershaw, Minister of Finance and the Public Service, regarding the alleged transactions, as well as the response which had been made to those allegations and comments by the former chairman and executive officer of DB&G and now opposition member of parliament, PB. Right? The allegations and comments suggested that the referred deal was executed by former Minister of Finance and Planning under circumstances which may have been irregular / or improper or lacking transparency and fairness, and not in accordance with the relevant provisions of the Contractor General's Act and the government procurement procedures and guidelines. So what this is saying, folks, I'm reading it again. The allegations and comments suggested that the reference deals, which is a reference, we're talking about what Aldershaw had said, because Aldershaw was the one who went on public platform and talk about sweetheart deal, right?
No, he said it in Parliament first.
And he said it in Parliament as well.
And he was challenged by PB.
All right.
To say outside of Parliament. And he did.
What happens here now is that based on those utterances from Aldershaw, top up the screen, guys. The Contractor General now decides that he's going to investigate. The allegations and comments suggest that the reference deal were executed by former Finance Minister under circumstances which may have been irregular, improper, or lacking in transparency, fairness. Yes, and not in accordance with the relevant provisions under the Contractor General's Act and government procurement procedure and guidelines. So what it really saying is that the Contractor General is investigating because he suspects something else, all right. Right? It must be noted that on April 23, 2008, during the sitting of the House of Representatives, the Honorable Aldershaw, Minister of Finance and the Public Service, addressed the House of Representatives with regards to certain transactions which were entered into between the government of Jamaica, DBNG. Details below are where am I?
But Jobs.
Yes.
That deal with them right about, that is the one that they was sold some government assets.
All right. So it is here now. It is here, man. So here's what really happened, guys. And then you can deduce from this what you may, right?
Chopper, I think those thing that was the question was some government paper,
Yes, but here but there was something shady about it.
This one is not the government paper.
Hold
this
on.
Is one they buy the asset, and before they sign the paper to complete the purchase, Chopper, then sell it to another government entity.
Hold on, man. It's set to compound the matter.
Yeah.
Receivables from a sale of the National Commercial Bank on Jocelyn, Jamaica Redevelopment Foundation. Instruments were sold under further discount. Government was holding paper from the AIC and from the Jamaica Redevelopment Foundation. Government was holding papers and was due from these institutions.
The Jamaica Redevelopment Foundation, that's what FINSAC become.
Yes. They were sold under further discount to an entity which was closed by the government under very questionable circumstances. In addition, other inexplicable okay. 6% discount. Now this I get really juicy. So hold on a second. I've not read this one before though. First, make sure I glance through it.
Stop reading. Everybody, don't stop read this. Read this, and you're gonna see how Mark and dirty. Don't have to read it.
Boy. In addition to other inexplicable, but equally reprehensible act, including the sales of asset to other government entities while using financial intermediaries unnecessarily and at great cost to taxpayers. On March 26, 2004, receivables from AIC for some 2.5 billion Jamaican dollars was sold by the Ministry of Finance to who? DBNG. At a 6% discount with full recourse of the government and interest. All right. So the assets were sold to DBNG at 6% discount, right? A fee of 1% for a very low risk transaction was charged by DBNG. The total discount plus transaction fee, some would say income earned on the initial was what? $175 million. DBNG in turn sold 34% of the $852 million to the National Housing Trust. Right. And the National Insurance Fund. Oh God, the discount that was given was 3%. HC and NI bought the receivables from DBNG at 90 for 90 for 97%
This man here wants to be the next prime minister
of the face value.
Oh my God.
All right, make this make sense.
Where I read from?
Mikey.
Yeah.
Make this make sense. So DBNG in turn sold 34% of the 852 million to National Housing Trust.
And NIS.
And the National Insurance Fund.
Because the NIS normally invest in these things for the pension fund, you know.
Right, yeah. Because that's what they turn over pension fund. So this discount that was given.
Let me understand. So the government sold these assets to a private company, and this private company sell them back to a government entity.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And just stand up in our room and sell some paper. Then that's why the man says my big investment liar, man, because them know if you spin it, man. We can spin it. Go on.
Why are you reading from there?
You want me to say to you, Mikey?
Please.
Yeah.
Hey, me read this in detail already.
Hey, this is interesting. Very interesting. I first read this one. This is the actual, Mikey. This is the actual report from the Contractor General.
Man, they don't do nothing more than sign one document that Unix person. That's nothing more.
You're still in our room and collect, man.
But chaps.
Yo.
Remember, the sale to NHD and NIS took place, before they finalized the sale from Omar Davis, So them literally they sell it back before them even buy it,
Hey, look here. This coming like back in the 90s or in the 2000s when you had companies in the United States who were gambling money. So they were just trading oil without a barrel of oil move. They might trade oil, and I make serious money. But not one barrel of oil was moved from point A to point B. A man just tell us, all right, yo, me have 25 million barrel of oil. And, yo, them used to do some things this man. Them better help on the color car walk up the road.
Chopper.
Yeah.
You done read the report.
Hold on.
And the people hearing.
It I get dicey, man. I try to send to Mikey too.
Listen, Chopper, I think there's a finder's fee that even make money off of it,
Everything in that money, man. They just see the thing at 34. Yo, the thing messy, brethren. It's very messy.
And they call it. The Contractor General also said it was a sweetheart deal.
Well, but what I'm reading here is the actual report from the OCG.
Financial engineering, sir. It is called financial engineering.
That's why when the PM flag off for them one day, we tell them say most of them who get the money for FINSAC, now we come pretend to a financial guru.
Yes.
Oh yes, here it is, my brother. Receivables due from the Jamaica Redevelopment Foundation with a face value of US $29.6 million was sold to DBNG at a discount rate of 2.4% plus an agency fee of 1%. Again, at full recourse of the government.
Thank you for doing that.
Cha God.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, misunderstand something, when they say a discount rate, the 2.4%, is 2.4% away value, that's what them buy it final.
Me know.
That's right. And the 2.4% then take off of the price.
No, man said 2% at face value.
All right. So people might think that they get a 2% discount. No. That's why we say them buy for pennies on the dollar.
These receivables were due for payment by the JRF in July of the same year. only 3 months later, resulting in a further God, this not look good, brethren.
3 months before it due, they sell it. 3 months before the taxpayer Jamaica could have benefit, they sell it.
You know what stuff is.
I want to know how nobody to go to prison. Somebody should have them anger. People committed. People analyze themselves because of this nonsense.
Oh shit!
Davis are suffer.
When me pass over the aquarium live, hear the man over there say people like Chopper, I come back say people commit suicide and it's only 4 somebody commit suicide. So me I say then the 4 life no matter.
Yo, don't tap up the screen for me now, because this now move from 18 though. Tap up the screen for me, do. Tap up the screen and share the live, man. Do. This one I get.
Only 4 persons. So just like how those babies weren't babies in the real sense.
They weren't babies in the real sense.
These weren't live. When I even 1, 2, 3 or 4, 10 or 11, people still unalive themselves. What I mean by me telling myself they're full of shit.
These people like that is whitewash the FINSAC. I think we have done a successful job of tying FINSAC to Mark Golding that them decide them have to clean it up.
Alright, so let me tell you something what they want to do. They started using it as a talking point, but it's really what you call it, a misdirection or it's a con. You know, like what Paul Robertson did. When him say he want an election and see give him the election and he never ready for it. I see him with the FINSAC report right now. They started doing a talking point, right? For divert. Like we don't want to send out the answer. But I'm glad today when me hear the general.
When I tell them I say I got started, you know. As I said, they're trying to whitewash it.
Remember, the PM started sending out hints from last week what is happening. You know, so he basically set the stage, and I saw comrades all over Twitter, FINSAC report, no? The FINSAC report will be due in 2 weeks, and they're all over the place crying and bawling because they know what is going to happen now. It's going to expose all of them comrades who benefited significantly from the backs of poor people. And convert it to what? Rich, and call themselves master class.
You have comrade friends to come and watch the truth being told.
As Clarke would have said, FINSAC is the largest transfer of wealth from the poor to the rich. That's what Perkins used to call it.
Slave. 10 years ago.
Mike Graphics. Mikey. Mikey Brown. Mikey Brown, check your email. Yeah.
Like you're stunned by this report, man.
No, it's not a matter of stun, you know. Mikey Brown, check your email, eh? No, I know the contents of it, you know. I've just never seen the actual report from
Man, read the whole light, Virgin. For every full stop, read.
This is new person saying, John.
Eh?
Good morning.
Are you from Haiti, man? Are you from Haiti? Are you barbecue? Are you barbecue from Haiti?
Him can go and I PNP them send him for this track. We continue. Him got to go down. I don't say
We think about barbecue from Haiti.
So when you learn like French.
Oh boy. Anyway.
John, John, whatever your name, go and where they go. Because whatever they come chant over here, we not tell the people them you not go work. Bye. You will send one next week, I send a Tyra.
No, and it's look like these people.
Jamaica say I'm looking political affiliation. Can I say go taking some Asian?
Well, you come to Jamaica and keep your ass quiet. Now come up here.
Jay, and again, no matter about why government are taking people. I know we're not the best economy or whatever, but we're surely in a better position than them. Why is it that they want to run away to the US, but they have a problem? Hear them now. US are first where US can manage to look at Jamaica.
These are the same comrades. These are the same opposition people that were called across for help. People that were on a boat.
All right.
Then you help them know.
Jayan and Tyra, look in SM here.
I think me as a file the report against Pasco.
Hold on,
you're too lie, man. I know him.
Hold on. These are the same people that are saying that listen, we're not taking Asia's government business. We don't know the criminal history or intents. We can't take them, but we'll take children. And now they're finding that problem. Like, seriously, you can't please come right now. So the government has to do what they have to do.
Me say we people that are ignorant over budget FINSAC and military Ghana comments and Jan not like on people. Mr. Do you know what the tax threshold is? Because I know this idiot woman go say he moved from 1.5 to 1.7 and now we go dead. Do you know what the tax threshold is?
Go kill her.
No.
Why?
What the government needs to do now is have a campaign on education to let people understand these things. That's happening because a lot of ignorance is floating around. People need to understand how they will benefit from this because Marky G is telling people that if you're not making $39,000,
listen to this.
Which is madness and
listen to this, folks. The receivables were due for payment. Listen to this, guys.
My life and ask a question will shock me. I know it much of my mates. The young man asked me if it's true when Andrew in 2016 the country was debt free.
Yeah, they keep saying that as well.
Exactly. I say Andrew borrowed how much millions for IMF.
Hold on, folks. I'm trying to invite Gabby. Hold on, gentle folks. So I'm trying to invite Gabby in. Because Gabby knows how to lay the land. But listen, very interesting here, right? It says these receivables were due for payment by JRF, which is the Jamaica Redevelopment Foundation, which we now become FINSAC, right? In July of the same year. Only 3 months later, resulting in a further deprivation of the government's resources. When calculated in Jamaican dollars, 70 million that taxpayers were deprived. Right? That went because the minister sold it at a discount 3 months before the instrument was due to be paid. The Ministry of Finance technocrats communicated their concern as the pricing being too generous. Oh, Jesus. The 1% fee has been excessive. Saying that, oh, Jesus. No, man, we can't. We need to go sit down and sort the seed. So, even the technocrats in the ministry were saying that this deal you can't write. Too good to be true.
Too sweet.
Too sweet, man. Diabetes. The obvious question to be asked is, since the government had assets to itself, why did it need an intermediary costing millions of dollars? Following upon the allegations which were made by Finance Minister Arlie Shaw, several newspaper articles were published in a local print media which alluded to the property. Huh?
Say carrying cars. PMP are them not like she, some know that.
Oh, Karen Cross?
Karen Cross, man.
Well, I want Karen to tell him about this or something.
Chopper, which email you send it to?
Mike, graphics.
Okay.
I would love to have Karen Cross here, man.
Jaja. This not look good. Triple Dimple, what's going on? Oakley right.
No, guys, you have to know Karen Cross is a true socialist. Yes. Come across to the labor rights side, but she will chastise anything that moves away from the ideology of Michael Manley and Scooters.
Well, yeah, that's why I say something wrong with PMP, you know. You can't have a capitalist, I run socialist party.
but that Miss Cross says not acknowledged, and that is what the family.
She not like no near Mark Golden, you know.
But the funny thing is, they have made some damning allegations, and they have yet to rope her in. I guess whatever she has at sanction. And that is a little piggy that you don't want to squeeze. You want to squeeze.
Interesting.
Financial hit. I want to know what was engineering. What does that mean?
His pocket.
I don't know.
Did I engineer the millions in a bank account? you know, see? The man saying this last time. Come on here.
Man, so I have a script. Don't make my money already. Me rich. Rich, real rich. Remember real rich?
Engineer the money in a
Man, so I done engineer out my own already. Me now bad mind him still. I wish I was a financial engineer like him. Me now bad mind the man for them things. I wish me did understand.
Oh, you can say, oh, Mark Golden done the charity and this man, according to his report, now have no host. And dumb.
He have a host, man. He have a host, he does hidden.
Chopper, that I'm saying, it's hidden. But they're so dumb. They might listen to Mark Golden. Oh, we need a rich, you need a rich and an ID assets. No go.
Which is a leader, because we don't know.
This is getting interesting, man. John, what's going on now, Mama? David George, what's going on? Nicholas Dobson.
When is the integrity annual report due? Next month?
I don't know, you know. Iona Davis, what's going on? Robert Bennett.
I think it's May.
Blender.
Some explaining to do when the report shows illicit things. By that time, he should be charged treason.
Yeah, Robert, I can send the link. Let me try and bring up the link. It's on YouTube, you know. It's on YouTube. I found it, you know.
Tell us that he going to run this country with a set of top and nervous around him. You know, show us that the man that respect people. The man that tell a place, look here, man, we're going to run this country, me, Bunting and what the other one name?
Satan Campbell.
Oh, Darren.
Satan Campbell.
Yeah, man, him and top and nervous friend, him going to run Jamaica, man. That means, boy, I'm sorry for Jamaica. Oh,
top and nervous means snub person who thinks he's better than everybody else.
Exactly.
So when poor have no mix.
The link to the Integrity Commission report is in the chat, guys. And these are for the folks on YouTube and on Facebook.
The one told me, and the so many that they support us twofold.
Sandra, how you doing?
The oligarchs in Jamaica are with Mark Golden. And I say, yes, go and tell the people them that, because obviously you don't know what are oligarchs. So you go tell them that for me. Don't make me do it.
Triple Dimple, what's going on? Triple have what? She have 3 dimples? Triple, you have 3 dimples?
Triple ask in the comment section if Marky G have wife. She never knows him have wife.
Look at she want him. She want Marky G? Triple, you want to go date Marky?
You only see Bunting, no, remember say Bunting have the other people.
Hello. Hello, not over here. We don't know about that, brother. Sorry, we don't know.
Over here, we can't say it.
You say.
Son and he keep his secret.
Hello. Me not have no shoes to go up the 11 step. So, me no want to set up the GoFundMe. No GoFundMe to get money to pay.
No, because I will say no. What you say something about why somebody asked why he's so power hungry. So me I said because him and he rise as friends won't finish what he starts in the 90s.
Mikey, I read it.
Somebody that's you're just using the name.
Me not find it yet, you know.
Mikey, see it, man. I send you on WhatsApp. I send link to your WhatsApp.
Yes.
Here I say we have a whole something for read that shop I send a lot of mercy every day I still to read.
Hey, let me tell you something. One of the good things that we do, guys, is that we base our conversations on actual facts. Right? So it's good when we have these things done out so we can read them. So we discuss them. We have data and information to support our argument. The good thing is this information is coming from a credible source, which is the Integrity Commission. Right? They publish the Contractor General report on the DB&G thing. So these are information that is out there. So you don't need to be worried about.
You know that already.
Say that again.
They are going to always say that. They say the IC is JLP.
Who said that? Who could say that?
No.
Nobody couldn't say that, my dear. It's the same Integrity Commission that want to send the JLP to prison.
Chopper, I've heard them, Chopper, when the IC reports or whatever the IC says is geared towards the truth.
There's no time at all, Taira, that the IC has ever published anything that has been in the favor of the JLP. So nobody can even come with that argument.
I've seen them say that I see people over Instagram up to fish pan say it on an Instagram post before I've seen him.
You can't go so Taira. That don't make sense. That them is something that can't make sense.
If I want thing with you and Taira, you have time to waste in a life, you have to stop this.
Some reason ever they book up on him over IG because
Taira, you can share the link in the chat. I wonder if we can share it here.
I don't think I can share it in the chat. The file that you just sent?
Yeah, the link.
No, I don't think so. No, TikTok not make a share link. You probably can send it to the person's direct message.
Oh, okay.
I think you can send it in the chat.
I can send him a link. Well, some Delroy Foot person wanted.
Send it into his DM, go into his inbox.
All right, folks, stop up the screen for a minute. I could get this thing moving. It's stuck at 80, so it freeze. It look like it freeze up.
You know, freeze. If people interested in know what they know, I hear it.
Chopper, at the end of the day, I've been told every time somebody posts something with some stupid reply. So now me and somebody argue right now as we see because they posted and they said that anybody that can move the threshold to 2 million will get my vote. So I said that you need to understand economics and understand that things happen in phases before you open your mouth. He's like, why are you decrying for politicians? I said, no, this is not politics. This is simple economics. Then just, we don't like them, Chopper. They just get under the skin.
You know, stay there till them ties you. Then continue to get under
Yeah.
Because you know, me realize with them, you see when them post things and you counteract the argument, they start get disrespectful, they start get personal, they start go under you, they start go under your mother, they start me not have no time I waste with nothing.
We're gonna look up Marky G and their friend them. We have to build a new person for them, you know.
Hey.
We can't manage with comrade. It take out too much of my brain cell.
Exactly. When you done, you feel like you do a day's work.
Last time, Chopper said he afraid of Sydney. But at the same Sydney, we make Chopper cost bad over the other night, you know.
Then that me said too. When you make contact, put them in the
Sydney will have Chopper for you. Sydney will have Chopper for
you say when they send it to me, and me laugh till me want cry, man.
The same Chopper when they say Chopper
and them come out in my head. Chopper say, what you tell me say?
That wasn't me, folks.
Yeah. See the girl of and the Chopper
no, comrade, me miss my space. I have to
listen, man, you can't argue with Sydney and Grail. And them they will lick your chip pass. I don't know what they done man already.
Good night, Arthur Mitchell. Pamela, how you doing? Betsy, Orlando Peters, what's going on? No problem. The link is in the chat, folks. If you click on that link, it will take you directly to the Contractor General report. But there's another one too, because RGR at the time, and this was 8:27 a.m. on August 27th, 2010. Evidence of sweetheart deal in DB&G deal, Christie. And this speaks to the report. After the General is pointing to irregularities in the handling of the sales of receivables from the sale of shares in the National Commercial Bank, NCB. The findings are contained in a 100-page report entitled Sweetheart Deal, involving the then governing People's National Party administration and Farmer Investment Bank, they're in Bunting and Golden. Oh, the OCG investigation was sparked by allegation made by Finance Minister Audie Shaw on April 23rd, 2008 in the sitting of the Parliament. Audie Shaw pointed out accusatory.
But you know we can't understand.
Yes.
How people forget these things?
How what?
How we forget these things?
Who said we forget it?
Yeah, okay. Here's the Contractor General's report. And
yes.
I was looking at the recommendations.
Uh-huh.
And I don't recall any of this was acted upon.
No, because the Contractor General report was never utilized. Because remember, we lost the election in 2011.
Yeah.
Contractor General report didn't come out until about 2010, So before we were able to act on it, who was back in office? You know what I'm saying?
And as they come in and stop the FINSAC commission.
Yeah, they're not going to report it.
Dr. Phillips starved it of funds. Dr. Phillips starved it of funds.
Kevin Evans. Good evening, Kevin. How are you doing?
The opposition is concerned about the changes to the procurement guidelines in government. The opposition come on swinging now. They were the same one who were complaining that the procurement was too lengthy, holding up the process of good governance. Now they're complaining that the changes, they don't like the changes.
So Tahira and Jayan, are going to read the report and arm yourself with information.
I'm in an exam period. I'll read it week after next week.
You don't have to read it now, and I'm just saying,
Because that look long.
No, you just have to, it because a lot of it is headers. So you don't have to go through those. You just go into the meat of the matter, look at the points, and you'll get a quick understanding of what what DBNG was. This is the 1990s. Was a period that you guys have to familiarize yourself with, because it was a period where we lost a lot. 41,000 businesses collapsed in Jamaica. Banks were just falling left, right, and center. And
based upon the documents, right? The conclusion said, based upon the documents which have been received, as well as the sworn testimony which has been received from the representative of the Ministry of Finance and Public Service, and other persons of interest, the OCG has made the following considered conclusion. One, the OCG has found and has concluded that 2 agreements which were referred to by Honorable Ardishaw, Minister of Finance, in his presentation to Parliament were as follows. The agreement for the sale of receivables arising from a sale of shares in National Commercial Bank Limited, that was consummated between BBNG and GOJ, and which was signed in 2004, March 26. And B, the agreement for the sale of GOJ receivables with full recourse to the GOJ that was consummated between MOF and BBNG, and which was signed on March 31, 2005. Based upon the documentary evidence which has been provided to the OCG by Dr. Omar Davis, the former finance minister, and Dr. Wesley Hughes, the incumbent financial secretary, the OCG has been led to conclude that the then MOF was approached by DBNG with a proposal for sale of the AIC receivables in January 2004. The reference proposal from DBNG amounts to the receipt and acceptance by the MOF of an unsolicited proposal. So, what we know is that unsolicited proposal wouldn't go to tender. So they approach the Ministry of Finance and say something to them. So they just pass the assets to them, and them just say, all right, yeah, and sell it off to the NIS and the NHT and make a big money. How is that not rinsing money?
Why wasn't the offer made to the government entities first? What protocols were in place to make sure that proper procedures were followed and these tenders were put in front of government entities to make a first offer?
Well, how may I understand it, you know?
So
if you go to them with a proposal, then can't put that to tender.
That's why it's a sweetheart deal.
Jesus Christ.
So, what may I say is something like this should have been made public. You can't go to tender, you know, because me come to you with a proposal. You can't carry my proposal go to tender. I think that's the law. But it should be made public because it's a matter with the Ministry of Finance, which is the public funding, is public money. Anybody familiar with the AIC?
AIC Limited?
Yeah.
Yep. Yo, we need to bring on a financial expert.
If it was a complaint that they broke in foot, you know.
Yes, we can expect tomorrow a diversion tactics, as Donald would have said, will be launched by the People's National Party to distract the Jamaican people. Everything that was mentioned in this budget. Just wait and see. That will be the master card that they're going to come out with tomorrow. Some diversion.
Mr. Man, from Nigel Clarke mentioned FINSAC report, there were some stutty comments across the aisle and serious unrest.
Everybody got scared, man. Everybody got scared.
Allah quiet, you know.
Everybody was like, damn, what's gonna happen now?
I feel that the great Prime Minister had this in his top pocket for a while and just using the right minister had this in his top pocket.
Because it is going to be released. Wait, what a movie. This is going to be blockbuster. I think this movie is going to be better than the Marley.
Chapa.
Yeah.
I don't think there needs to be any waiting for that release. This contractor general report is sufficient. Yeah, man.
Other entities benefited from whatever happened, and we need to know the real forensic audit. Yeah, Jamaica people need to understand what happened, how it happened, and how we can prevent this from ever happening again. And all who had partake in this travesty
of justice.
It should be brought to justice and removed from political life. They should not be collecting any pension from the coffers of this country.
Just checking though. Give me that. A lot of persons would have been hurt under FINSAC, right? Wouldn't those persons want to sue? No, because irrespective of which government is in power at the time,
it depends.
They want to sue
it
depends.
Depends.
Itself.
It depends.
So,
a lawsuit is the statute of limitation.
A lawsuit is not impossible.
7 years.
Yeah, so that would have gone already.
Chapa.
Yeah.
We find something in a recommendation that we find very interesting.
Share it.
The OCG is of the view that the concept of the unsolicited proposal, which has found its way into the country's procurement convention, should be immediately excised from government's procurement guidelines.
So that unsolicited, so in other words, what they did was they put an unsolicited proposal together. And
what I say is
deal,
that unsolicited proposal.
After getting the deal, they now make that proposal a part of the government procurement guideline.
No, it's of the view that the concept of unsolicited proposal, which has found its way into the country's procurement convention, whichever time it finds its way in there, should be immediately excised from government's procurement guidelines. It means that government should not have no business with this at all.
With unsolicited proposals.
Yes. The OCG has formally
removed, I don't know.
The OCG has formally made this considered recommendation before, but like so many of its other considered recommendations, nothing has come of it.
Yep.
So we're not saying no. Here is another one.
Yeah, Mike.
Here it is now. The OCG is concerned that the unsolicited proposal mechanism, and they have unsolicited proposal bold and underlined. The OCG is concerned that the unsolicited proposal mechanism is a corruption enabling device which can be utilized by unscrupulous public official to direct lucrative multi-million-dollar state contracts to connected, undeserving.
That is what the man call financial engineering. Thank you, Robert.
Let me read it again. The OCG is concerned that the unsolicited proposal mechanism is a corruption enabling device which can be utilized by unscrupulous public officials to direct lucrative multi-million-dollar state contracts to connected, undeserving, or desired contractors. this can be easily accomplished by influential but corrupt public officials who are willing to clandestinely conspire with a contractor to have the contractor approach the state with what appears to be a unique contracting proposal.
Exactly.
That is what I'm saying now. Because I know say the unsolicited proposal is a mechanism when I have where you can go to them with the proposal and then that would not go to tender.
No, because once it is unsolicited, you don't have to go to tender. It is unique
and you
to
come
you.
with your idea, you know. They can't take your idea, can't give somebody else, you know.
They can't do it. A matter of fact, when you review the unsolicited proposal, there's an aspect of it that says you cannot share it. So you can't go to tender.
Yeah.
Wow.
But something I want to know.
A man can have a contract and say, government, I want to build this road for you. Even though the government has no interest in building that road.
Yeah. It depends on who you bring it to.
But I wouldn't think necessarily. I'm thinking more or less there should be some things in place to say that listen, once the government itself can offer these type of services, it has to be something like more creative than that. For instance, some type of AI activity or something like that. That you understand that can basically enhance productivity in the country or improve real life in this country. I don't so unless there is something in it that is quite ambiguous for somebody more or less to just come and just propose something to the government and the government just run with it and it
What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? If me see one piece of equipment the government have, and me want the piece of equipment to myself, I just write one proposal and tell government so me sell me never use it to do something. And then be careful to the right people, me not get it, man.
Yeah, man.
Why is it? So kind of concerned, very, very concerned in my view. So for me, what I want is that if there is any, they need to look at a number of whatever the above persons would have come forward with, and the government would have paid money, and they would have called that unsolicited, and let's bring it to the public, right? They don't necessarily have to call names because you have to be careful because it can result in lawsuits. But you give some examples of what you have identified. That's what I'm thinking, to add some credibility to whatever is being said. Yeah.
I don't see how the unsolicited proposal can be done in a secrecy.
Anyway, guys,
it shouldn't.
Interesting. Y'all have something to read. Let's read that report, and then when we come back tomorrow, we can trash it out properly. Hopefully, I can get a financial analyst to come on the program tomorrow who can help us to analyze the report even deeper than we are able to do it, because these financial gurus will tell you what's going on.
I suppose I can become a billionaire by reading a report on how to become a financial engineer.
I'm beat my chest and say I don't need the money, I don't come for scrape because I make my money already.
Yeah, but I said a video about bragging how he got into politics.
Yeah.
So here is a man who's an advisor to Omar Davis. Approach with an unsolicited proposal.
Let's see if we can get Dennis Strong. To come explain this to us tomorrow. Read it through and we talk about it. So we get a better understanding, because this is gonna come out. FINSAC is coming out. FINSAC is coming. So we're gonna have Dennis Strong. If him can come tomorrow. Who else we can ask? Which Nigel. Other what time now? I'm gonna sleep now, man. Too late.
No, if Nigel tired.
No, Nigel, all right. Nigel can't. No, better Nigel.
No, making touch this at all.
Ask Andre Hart to come and explain it.
Ralston,
Nah.
What do you mean by which Andre only can explain of a roller cigarette or a roller sleeve? Me no want him to explain on somebody. That man cannot For somebody who's an educated person, is an educated guys.
I don't agree. Peter said, he made a proposal one time, and he said that was foolishness. And with the senator name man from the I think Southwest Trelawney. Take him on big time in the Senate.
Really?
Yes, man. Take him on big time.
Good night. Okay.
Chopper.
Yes, sir.
I realize that you're about to run, but I want to say this quick, you see?
Yeah, man.
Today, Metri Siago, we know, is a businessman, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm the president at
he was the president of the PSOJ.
All right. He
was president of the Jamaica Manufacturing Association too. Jamie.
He was on Clifford's program today.
Yes.
You know what? One of the things what he said, but he didn't say it on here. He said it while they were on their way heading into the studio for the interview. He says, whoever wins the general election, and would like if they keep on Nigel, would I believe if the PNP win, and would like them to keep Nigel. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
So that is giving credit to Nigel, you know. I wonder if anybody understand what I say.
Oh yeah. I haven't heard. That's not the first time I'm hearing that. I think I already came from in Parliament too at one point. But it's not something new.
Okay.
Nigel,
well, the PNP, them not gonna like hear that coming from Metri Siago at all. No, them not gonna hear that.
Yeah.
I understand. But there's no doubt that he's the best, though. No doubt.
But even Dennis Chung, you know, gave this budget high marks, you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a responsible budget, man.
Yeah, man. But as I say, you can never know where Nigel Clarke come from.
All the way from the left field, man.
You can't preempt him.
Oh, me never know. Me not really a meant say like fruits of GCT. Like me don't know why never they are meant say. I know they have not.
Anyway, Mikey, you're coming over to TikTok.
Me no. A YouTube man, you know.
Me know. I'm gonna cut it soon. That's what I want to
So Chopper, what you think after Nigel did such an excellent budget presentation? What do you think Julian Robinson can come with now?
There's not much, but Julian Robinson have not been able. Back in the days when you have a finance minister make a presentation, you usually have the opposition come back with stuff that, you know, forces the finance minister sometimes to make adjustment to his own presentation. We have not seen that coming from the PNP, not in a recent time.
The last time that Julian Robinson
the threshold figure 2 mil, the duties figure 150, then go take off tax off or something, then will take off tax off or something else. Then go basically then just literally just say, then could add one little piece more for everything. Typical PMP style.
No, but if you remember the last time Julian Robinson spoke after the finance minister, he said that he has no problem with the public sector adjustment wage.
Mm-hmm.
And then
a day
subsequent meetings, it looked like he get a box pan him out.
Yeah, man, I come back and change it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He come back sing a different tune.
That is true. Anyhow, Mikey, we're going to close off over there, so, and then we're still going to leave. We'll leave TikTok open and carry on TikTok. So come cross over there, man.
All right,
everybody,
we'll jump over there.
Yeah, man. Robert, David, and everybody, I share the link in the chat so you guys can have a look at it. Arthur, big up yourself. Orlando Peters, big up yourself. David Sanderson, big up yourself. Mitchell, Kevin Evans, big up yourself. Arthur, Mitchell, big up yourself. Gene Sellers, big up yourself. Who else we got here? Pamela, Erwin, you win. Big up yourself. And Betsy Powell, big up yourself as well. Just about everybody who joined us on YouTube and on Facebook. Enough respect. We see you all tomorrow. See you over on TikTok. So my TikTok tribe, y'all need to just tap up that screen and get those numbers up on top of the world.
Dan,
yeah.
Why you quiet?